Domo, welcome everybody. Today we are back with the Genshin Impact. Wasn't sure if I was gonna wind up streaming this, but here we are. So yeah, as you can see, they added all kinds of new stuff, so we'll go explore it. From what I saw, the interlude's actually pretty short, so we're probably gonna do Chaska's character quest as well, and just go from there. But first, let me show you where to find a new boss. So basically, once you get over to this thing, yeah, it's short AF. So that's why it's like I'm doing a double. From here, when you would get to here, you would go over to where this river is, and there will be a cave. And then when you go through the cave, you'll run into the boss. So I'll show you how to kill it in 5 seconds. Like, I'm saving up for the Pyre Archon, but at least I have my girl fully built so we can show her off.
Silence!
Strike a pose! Alright. Let the mountain's veins boil!
Clouds high. The birds come! Bow your head.
Shower me with grit!
Be sanctified. When the tide comes in.
Whoops, I messed up. Don't worry, we're fine. I mean, we're not, but we're fine. This is fine. I should have switched to Shulonin and healed. That was my mistake. I'm still getting used to this team. It's fine, though. We won. Because how I did it before is I would have Furina heal, not use her little, puppeteers, which drain health. It's like I've been practicing in the Spiral Abyss, so... Still a work in progress. Anyway, we'll head on over there now. Let's go! Yeah, the Spinal Abyss.
All the stuff over, Coach. What's next?
Just take it easy before the real work begins. Oh yeah, there's gonna be like no voice acting. Alright. You two are in charge of repairing the house to the north. The rest of you should go west. The road practically crumbled beneath my feet on the way here. The whole thing will need to be reinforced.
All right, I'll start by moving the boxes over.
I'll help you. These things can get pretty heavy.
Nah, I got this. These muscles aren't just for show, you know. You see that?
Hustle and muscle it.
Perfectly defined. I can lift this stuff up with one hand.
Fine, as long as you don't wind up too sore to move tomorrow. I don't want to hear any complaints from you.
Just prepare to be amazed.
Oh! You know it's bad when you could hear it. Well, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Take him to get some rest and apply some meds. And maybe give him a new spine. Just like me, for real, for real. Yeah, I was about to say. Take it easy for the next few days, alright? I don't want this to get worse, and don't push yourself. You can help out once you're better. Yeah, no, that doesn't make you stronger. It makes you put batteries in your heckin' spine. And put you on the disabled list. Yeah, exactly.
I knew I should have trained harder.
Working out is different from real work. You gotta ease into it. Anyone still not having an assignment? Chief, Mutota needs our help.
Genshin!
Hey, what are you doing here?
We were just about to ask you the same thing. We didn't expect to run into you in these parts.
Well, my tribe's in pretty good shape, all things considered. We're already done with all the repairs. I heard the Flower Feather clan was hit a lot worse, though, so I decided to come help. On the way, I ran into a caravan of merchants from my tribe and brought them along. These are my students. Students? Oh, I didn't tell you before? I'm a professional trainer. I design workout plans, meal plans, all that good stuff. If you're interested in a particular sport, I'm happy to whip you into shape. Anyway, that's enough idle talk for now. A little while earlier, the chief asked me to bring a few people to help with something. Are you two free? As you can see, due to unforeseen circumstances, I'm short a few people.
Of course, we're also here to help. Let's go see the chief.
Sure. Perfect, then follow me. Let's go! Yeah, I know the Culises are hanging around. I'll get to them. They see me rolling, rolling, rolling. We made it, Chief.
You're here, Eon-san. And you must be the traveler in Paimon. I've heard a lot about you. I'm sure we'll have a much better time now with your help.
Like, maybe. Let's just get straight to the point. Are the people behind you warriors from your tribe? Did something bad happen to them?
Cold. So cold. Duarte, are you there?
I love how he's just labeled mentally ill person. Like, great.
I'm drowning, and there's something in the water.
Well, now we definitely know he's not okay.
He's on the ground, but it almost looks like he's trying to swim.
Oh boy, there's two of them.
The abyss. The abyss is coming. There are eyes in my hands, and hands in my stomach. And my stomach is full of teeth. It ate all of you. It's coming for me too.
Cool, everyone's fucked up.
But we haven't been eaten. We're right here.
Huh. Monstrous beasts! How did you get in here?
As you can see, their mental state is quite poor.
Extremely.
They went missing after the battle. We found them in the wilderness in the days that followed, but the damage had already been done.
What could have caused this?
We found them unconscious in areas corrupted by abyssal tumors, lying next to their deceased comrades.
Oh no, they got brain tumors.
My only guess is that something terrible must have happened during the battle. According to the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, sudden exposure to a large amount of abyssal power can have mental as well as physical repercussions. We've never seen the effects this heightened before. But maybe Gasoithoth was just too powerful.
The soy sauce? What's
The soy sauce?
It's the abyssal monster that appeared in the sky not too long ago. After consulting our ancient legends, we decided to call it Gasoithoth, Reaper of the Abyss.
It just sounds like you're saying go soy sauce. Yeah, it's like, go get some soy sauce. That'll make you feel better.
Oh, that giant black ball? Didn't we force it to retreat, though?
Yo soy!
True, it poses no threat to us now, but whatever wound it inflicted on these warriors still endures. We scoured all sorts of records for a solution, but nothing came of it. There was some mention of a treatment from several hundred years ago, but that knowledge is long gone.
I could try to help?
Right! You can purify abyssal power! Might as well give it a try!
Yeah, it's like one of the few things I can do. We're like a sponge. We just absorb the corruption.
It didn't work?
That must mean purifying the abyssal power within them still isn't enough. In any case, thank you for trying.
So, what can we do now? You don't tell me my friend is just gonna be like this forever?
Yes.
Come back to me, Gogeta! Please, don't leave me like this!
We beat Gasoithoth! They survived the battle! Are we really just gonna sit back and watch them lose their minds?
Of course not.
What is it, Eon-san?
We'll take it case by case. First of all, we shouldn't keep them cooped up in here. The environment isn't doing them any good. Let them go where they feel comfortable. And blech. And we'll talk to them.
But,
Are you sure about this?
I know you're worried, but we don't have any other solution, right? Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but we won't know until we try. Well, don't just stand there. Let them go. Send someone to follow them, but don't stick too close. We just need to keep tabs on them. Following Yunsun's command, the crowd disperses. Alright, it's up to us now. Let's talk to them one by one. This is a bad situation, but I know the warriors will find a way to pull through. After all, we've overcome so many challenges already. What's one more? Like, yeah, what's one more trauma to add to the collection? Whee! Hello! Found him. Hello, can you hear me?
So dark. So cold. I want to go home.
Okay, just wait a little longer and we'll take you home. The caravan from my tribe should have brought me some firewood. I think starting a bonfire might help.
Huh?
When it's dark, damp, and cold, what's better than a fire? Maybe the light and warmth will help change what he sees. Wait here while I grab some firewood.
Light. Underwater. Where is it coming from?
It's working!
Is someone there? Please save me.
Like, hello? I am under the water. Please
No,
help
wait.
me.
You have to leave this place. The water's too deep. You won't make it.
It's okay. We brought some friends from the people of the springs. They're great swimmers. We're here to save you.
No. Please. Just leave me, Duarte.
Oh no, it's not working anymore!
Looks like the bonfire wasn't enough. That was the second time he mentioned the name Duarte. Maybe we can start there. Let's ask around and see what we can learn. Like, okay, where do we go? Whee! Kickflip!
My friend. Is he any better?
We're working on it, but I wanted to ask, does the name Duarte ring any bells for you?
Duarte? Oh yeah, I remember. Duarte was the name of Otoko's Surian companion. Otoko almost drowned as a child, and Duarte was the one who saved him. He dove deep into the water and used all his strength to carry Otoko back to the surface. It was pretty touch and go, but both of them made it in the end.
That means we just need to bring Duarte here and...
Well, you see, Duarte died 4 years ago during an Abyss invasion. He was helping evacuate injured warriors from the front lines, but fell to an ambush.
What do you look like?
He was a bit on the smaller side, but other than that, he was just your average Kukasaur. Well, hold on. What are you planning?
We just need to impersonate him. Yeah, let's pretend to be the dude's dead pet. Based on the look on your face, I'm guessing you already have a plan. All right, let's get to work. Oh, and thank you for the information. We'll do whatever we can to help your friend.
No problem. Thank you for looking out for him.
Okay.
bring it.
Yeah, let's see here. Get that lovely viewpoint. Hey! Yeah, this is one of the new birds you can turn into. Look at this big flamingo! So fancy. We do a little dive. Wee! Caca, motherfucker! I mean, hello, I'm dirty.
How are you feeling?
Duarte?
Caca!
How did you get here?
It's working!
Shush! What now? Rawr.
You sense it, don't you? This place is dangerous. Still. Hearing you make that noise reminds me of our first few battles together. You were such a little thing back then. And I also...
Domo Mechagodzilla,
no idea
welcome!
what I was doing.
We're applying pet therapy by pretending to be a dude's dead pet, and he's still crazy. How you doing? Tap his head? Wait, not so hard!
That hurt. Duarte, you have to get out of here. There's something in the water.
That didn't work. Push him lightly from behind.
You're gonna carry me out of here just like last time.
Push.
Over a decade later, and you're still trying to save me. I can't believe you made it this deep underwater, but I'm so glad you found me. Once we're out of here, let's split a huge portion of blazed meat stew, just like old times. I owe you for this. We're almost at the surface. People tried to tell me you were dead, you know? As if I'd let that happen. I promised to protect you. There's no way. No way.
No way!
No.
Yes, yeah, it's like
Wait.
emotional
I
damage.
failed.
Oh no, he's getting suspicious. Slam! Flamingo used body slam. It was super effective.
Duarte? Wait. You're not Duarte. How did I get here? Who are you people?
Who are you? Huh?
Toko!
He's Kaylee. What's going on? All I remember is the battle against the Abyss and then I was drowning. And a Saurian that looked like Duarte saved me. How did I get here?
Yeah, wait for the pull for the tiny lady. Yeah! You explained the situation.
You went through all that for me? While all I did was cause trouble for everyone?
Right now, I'm
so
saving up
sorry.
for the Pyro Archon. I want the pretty lady. None of this is your fault. Maybe it's not my place to say this, but go easy on yourself. You deserve to move past what happened here. And what happened to Duarte.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Go on, get some rest. We'll leave him to you. Wow! Alright, next client. It's like, she's a Pyro Archon. She probably just evaporates her pee away.
It's coming for me. It's gonna eat me.
It's okay, there's nothing to fear. Gasoy-Thoth has lost. Nothing can hurt you anymore.
It's no use. It'll just come back. Nothing can stop it. Nothing can stop the abyss.
The DJ, yeah, I fully built her, so I'm showing her off.
Everyone,
Since I rolled her last patch.
one
Like, she's
day,
all good and ready to
we'll all
go.
be reunited in the pit of its stomach.
Maybe it's just Paimon, but she seems to be in even worse shape than Atoko. She can talk to us, but nothing she says makes any sense. She also seems really afraid.
Afraid is right. Almost wish you welcome. Yeah, by all means lurk. Get those drops. I wonder what triggered it. The battle against the Abyss? Or maybe like Atoko, it's some deep-rooted fear, and the Abyss just made it worse. Alright, just like before, let's go see what we can learn about her past.
Eon-san, I heard you cured Atoko. I'm so relieved. Is there anything I can do to help? If you need extra hands, I can...
Chief Mutoka. Perfect timing. I was just looking for you. I wanted to ask you some questions. You were lucky enough to get both the DJ Cat Lady and the Surfing Shark Lady? Awesome. Congrats. It's like, you explain what you did to cure Atoko.
I think you're
and
onto
all
something.
that.
The mental distress does seem to be connected to pre-existing fears and anxieties.
It's like Jessica does seem like she's really fun, and some people are saying she's even more broken than any ever character has ever been broken. So that's fun.
Kochida doesn't like it when people talk about her past. But the situation is urgent. So, I guess I'll be the bad guy. Ian-san, do you believe there are people in this world destined for battle?
Yes, I get that feeling sometimes when I'm instructing a particularly gifted student. It's something like, wow, you were born to play this sport.
Then, what about people destined to be unfit for battle?
What do you mean?
When Kochida was little, her parents died fighting the Abyss.
Oh, yeah, you meant the other short. You meant, whatever her name was. I can't remember the names. I'm so terrible with names. Yeah, I got them mixed up. Oops.
She was only 11 or 12 at the time, and her brother, even younger still.
There's too many
The
characters.
two saw their parents collapse in a pool of blood as
My
flames
old brain can't
roared
keep
and
up.
spread all around them. Kochida trained hard to become a warrior, but still found fighting Abyss monsters too difficult to handle. She and her brother were left with severe trauma after the incident. Pain and fear
Ooh.
that they could not get over no matter what.
But isn't Kochita one of the warriors who fought the Abyss? Didn't you find her unconscious out on the field?
Yes, we did. You see, something changed within her several years ago when the Abyss attacked our tribe.
Domo
and broke
Kuro
into her
Drags,
home.
welcome. Which quest is this? This is the brand new one.
By
the
the time
interlude
the guards rushed to the
for
scene,
Netland.
they found her
Yep.
standing there,
like,
weapon outstretched,
we're
hands
fresh.
trembling. Her brother huddling behind her for safety,
Dealing with everyone's trauma.
and the Abyss monster dead at her feet. She didn't even look at it, and just kept repeating the same thing over and over. You're the only family I have left. I won't let anything happen to you. She became a completely different person after that. She earned a reputation as a very capable warrior, and fought countless battles against the Abyss. We all thought she overcame the trauma, and we were so happy for her. But now it seems like even if she buried it deep within herself, the fear still never left her.
Yeah, she ain't doing so hot. She's like, they're eating him, and now they're gonna eat me! Oh my god! Maybe finding Abyss was her way of making sure she wouldn't lose anyone else. Maybe the thought of experiencing that pain again scared her more than the Abyss. On the outside, her choice to fight made her seem strong, but she never forgot the trauma of that night. The Abyss just brought it back to the surface.
How can we help her?
Yeah, the interlude. Yeah, it's pretty much for the new areas, yep. This one is tricky. If we can find the right opportunity, then...
Quali?
I did show off the new boss earlier. It's pretty easy. I goofed by dying, but... It was fine, I lived. I died, but I lived.
Quali, what are you doing with that weapon?
Show me the monster that hurt you!
Show me where the monster touched you.
I'll make it pay! I'm going to protect you this time!
Calm down, Quali. That monster is already...
I can do it! I don't care what it takes!
Domo people clown,
Let her get
welcome.
better. She's the only family I have left.
Family?
Hold on, Chief. Looks like Kochita is responding to his
If
words.
Quali goes to battle,
Yes, Bitkiti.
the Abyss will devour him. I can't let that happen. I have to do something, but it's useless. No one can beat the Abyss. It's a death sentence. Just like what happened to Mom and Dad.
You killed plenty. Don't
I'm
worry
no
about it.
warrior. I'm just a coward. Still, I have to protect Quali. What should I do?
Kochita.
I think you just need to fight it one more time.
Fight it? One more time?
Good idea. Her fear of the Abyss runs deep, but she still has the will to fight. She needs to defeat an Abyss monster by herself, and we prove to her that the Abyss isn't indestructible, just like you said. I think it's worth a try. Plus, with us around, we can make sure she won't get hurt. Although that also means finding an abyss monster.
Try checking the mountains to the north. A few fled in that direction after the battle.
They made the children yearn for the mines joke. Did they really? Oh my god. Well, Domar, Ditto, welcome.
I dispatched a team to clear them out, so most of them should be
The Minecraft
gone.
movie's probably gonna suck.
But there might still be a few stragglers.
Great, let's go. Conchita, think you can make it?
There's no turning back. I have to face it, even if it will devour me whole.
I'm coming too! I'm not letting my sister face this alone! Not anymore!
Alright, then stick close, let's go. Yeah, let's beat up some monsters, let's go! Where's it want me to go? Over there. Whee! Bonk. I can get chests later. Okay, here we go. Found them. Let's get started. Everything all right, Conchita? You don't have to force yourself to do this. How can we make this easier for her? I guess we could wear them down first, but I think it's better to stay on guard for now. We should wait for the right moment to intervene.
You were the ones who killed them! As a kid, I thought my parents were invincible. They were always so strong and gentle. They seemed like the most powerful people in the world, but I can still see the image of
Domo
them
Ikajo,
collapsed
welcome.
at
We're
my
trying
feet
to
that
cure
night.
some horribly traumatized people. How you doing? Oh god, everything's on fire.
The sound of my brother's cries. It's all burned into my brain. They told me to run, and I could see the fear in their eyes. I've been running from my fears ever since.
I was like, what a great feat for this. Yeah, you know. A serious face for a serious situation.
It must have been because...
You can do it!
Because of our family.
Yeah, Minecraft
Someone to
do prove
protect.
the children do yearn for
There's
the
no
mines.
backing down. No matter what.
Stay away from mine! Let's help her out!
I can do this. I have to do this.
Play it safe.
One with nature.
Go away!
There we go. Now we're fine. Everything's deja vu.
Where are the rest? Where are they hiding?
You defeated him. It's over. That last strike was absolute perfection. You pulverized them in a single hit.
That's impossible. They were gigantic beasts crawling with eyes, ready to devour everything in sight. No. Wait. What am I saying? Abyss monsters are not actually that scary. I've defeated them before. I know I have.
Yes, you have.
Conchita!
What just happened?
You explained the situation to Conchita.
That is quite embarrassing. Sorry about that. I've always envied warriors who don't get scared or feel lost. It really felt like I was getting stronger over the years. But in the end, maybe I never made any progress at all.
It's important to listen to your limits. Just like in training, pushing too hard will only hurt you in the long run. Everyone needs time to rest. Besides, I have a feeling you won't have to face those fears alone anymore.
Even though we're both scared of monsters, you were always the one who stepped up to protect me. But not anymore. I'm going to get stronger. From now on, we're in this together.
Yeah, teamwork.
Is that so? Then I'll look forward to the day when you'll be all big and formidable. I finally feel like myself again. I couldn't have done it without you all. Thank you for everything. I think I'll rest here for a bit. I don't think I can make it back to the tribe just yet.
I'll keep you company.
Alright, then we'll head back. I made sure to check the surrounding area for monsters, and it's all clear, so take your time. Sometimes our fear never truly leaves us. But tomorrow's a new day. As long as you keep moving forward, there will be better days to come. Cool. Next. Like, next patient, please.
Otoko's all better. Did you hear?
Really?
Yes, really. It's
I see. I was wondering why the Traveler was chosen to accompany the Pyro Archon in the final battle. But I guess he really can do the impossible.
Cool. Word spreading of how cool we are.
So all those rumors about the Traveler really
Kochida's getting better too.
Koichi, give me a hand for a sec.
Yes, I am here. That's 2 people down. You're an amazing problem solver. Probably a well-honed skill from all your travels, right? You really know how to give people hope. Ever since you came to Nalin, I've been feeling a lot better about our chances to win this year. You helped a lot too.
Yeah. Honestly, Paimon was at a complete loss when she saw so many sick people on the hot air balloon platform. We only found a solution this time because you kept your cool and took control of the situation. You deserve most of the credit.
Well, who am I to turn down such a nice compliment? Some people say the first step is the hardest, but it's not actually all that hard. Exaggerating the difficulty in your own head is where the fear comes in. I'll never get it. Might as well not try. I hear that kind of talk all the time. But if you break your goal into smaller parts, the first steps might actually turn out to be the easiest. Spin some sit. It's like small girls spitting out wise sage words.
Whoa, you're right. That makes a lot of sense.
Just like when I told you to eat less meat and drink more kale juice. You probably heard that and thought, I can never eat meat again. I have to drink kale juice for every meal. I'll practically starve. That's why Paimon's so against it. In reality, all it takes is to eat 2 fewer servings of blazed meat stew and adding some kale juice for nutrition. That's it. It's not about making drastic changes all at once. Yeah, it's like making drastic changes is how you wind up crashing.
That sounds like something Paimon could do, but would that really change anything?
Consistency is key. You can't accomplish your goals in one fell swoop. You have to eat away at them, little by little. My ancient name means power. Did you know that? So everyone thought I would grow up to be this tall, burly, muscular warrior. But that's not what happened. A lot of people were confused and disappointed that I grew up into a lolly instead. I mean, my fellow warriors could understand why I inherited that name over them. At first, I also felt lost. It was only later that I realized true strength basically boils down to problem solving. Physical strength is just a means to an end like everything else. So I began to break down problems down into smaller parts. When facing an impossible situation, you just need to act. And if you fail, so what? That's just life. Anyway, that's what I've learned over the years. Maybe it'll come in handy for you someday. Thanks.
Oh, well, when you put it that way, Paimon's almost encouraged to start drinking kale juice tomorrow. No, today. Paimon will start today.
Not tomorrow,
You're
today!
amazing, Ann-san. You really make Paimon feel like she can do the impossible. Maybe your true strength is giving other people strength.
I don't deserve that much credit. You already have that strength within you. I'm sure you faced more obstacles than I can imagine during your travels, but you never gave up. That proves it. I bet I could learn a thing or two from you.
Hian-san, bad news. Okoland is out of control.
Let's beat him up. Stay calm, I'll be right there. Looks like the time for conversation is over. Come on, let's go see him. Where is he? Where is he?
What are you doing, Okoland? Wake up!
Don't you recognize us, my boy?
Bang! Like, no,
This
he's not
monsters are
okay.
everywhere.
He's not Daijobu.
They've taken over the tribe. No corner is safe. Did we lose the battle? No. It's pointless to think about that now. A warrior only has one job. Fight until the very end. Careful! He's not himself! Oh, Kotla!
Get back! I don't think he can hear us right now. We need to get him under control. Let's go. Yeah, fight, fight, fight!
So, he thinks we're abyss monsters? Hey, it's okay! We're not the bad guys!
Mom, Dad, Orc.
Got him.
Please, son, you've got to stop. You can't keep going like this.
Wretched monsters! Give me my family back! Look, Uncle Lan! That's your father! He's standing right in front of you! Get out of my home! I'll never forgive you!
Watch out! Oh, he stopped him.
I'm fine.
Almost gave me a heart attack.
Please, don't hurt my son. He's just trying to protect his home.
Don't worry, we'll figure something out. We got him.
But what should we do now? He's different from the other two. It's like he can't hear us at all. He keeps calling us monsters. We're basically enemies to him now.
And he sure knows how to fight.
Oh, Coatlan.
He has a fighting spirit, that's for sure. But we can't keep him unconscious forever. I need to think.
Abyssal corrosion syndrome. 500 years later, and it's resurfaced again.
Hey, Lamau! It's your boy, the Capitan! Yippee! Hello! So you've seen this illness before?
Direct contact with high concentrations of abyssal power causes irreversible mental trauma in most people. The exact presentation will vary according to trauma level. Some will suffer from superficial hallucinations and maintain the capacity to perceive the outside world. In such cases, verbal and physical interaction can be used to break through the hallucination. However, there are also those who are so far gone, entrenched in hallucinations so deep, that medical intervention is the only option. That's why we developed the Drought of Lucidity.
The draft of lucidity?
It's a kind of medicine that can dispel the psychological impact of the abyss. The treatment comes with severe side effects, including chronic migraines for the rest of the patient's life.
It's like, oh boy,
So,
be
it's
crazy
reserved for
or
the
have to
worst
deal with
cases.
fucking migraines. I'll take the crazy, please.
This man is a devoted warrior, one not easily swayed from battle. That is precisely why it's so difficult to pull him out of this hallucination. If you trust me to be true to my word, give him this.
Okay, cool.
Wretched monsters! Setting up an ambush. Give me your worst. It's either your end or mine! Hurry! He's awake!
Please, give him the draft. My son thinks he's alone in this world. In his mind, all his family and comrades are gone, and only enemies remain. There's nothing more painful for a warrior than losing everything you fought so hard to protect.
At the father's request, she accepts the draft to captain and quickly gives it to Octoclan.
Monsters! What?
I can't read.
What's going on? Dad? What are you doing here? My head hurts. I just had the strangest dream. I dreamt the Abyss took over the tribe.
It's all right, my boy. It was just a nightmare. Let's go home. You need a good night's sleep. But first, I want to thank you for saving my son. May I ask your name?
Just Capitano is fine.
What were you about to say? What were you about to say? Probably just the captain, but I'm still curious.
I owe you more than words can say, Mr. Capitano. My name is Mune. You're welcome in my home anytime. Time to go, son. Can you stand?
I'll help you carry him back. Let's meet up later. After the crowd disperses, the captain hands a few more doses of medicines to guards to the remaining Mating soldiers can
Goodness,
be
everything
cured.
turned out all right.
Thank you, you saved the
Think nothing of
day.
it. I agreed to offer you my aid, so this is merely a part of that duty. Besides, I care deeply about this land.
Right. When we were with Moika, you told us you and your soldiers defended Natlan against the Abyss 500 years ago.
That's right. My desire to protect this nation remains unchanged. When my platoon arrived in Natland 500 years ago, like you, we were true outlanders. But as time passed, I encountered the people of this land and witnessed their desperate struggle against the Abyss. Though many of the warriors were rash and inexperienced, they were steadfast and fearless in battle, willing to do anything to protect their fellow citizens, oftentimes with complete disregard for their own survival. Just as I fought for the glory of Conria, they fought for the survival of their nation. We happened to share a common enemy, so I decided to offer my aid. We fought side by side to the very end. I traveled to many places after that, but I never forgot this land. Even now, my work in Natlan remains unfinished.
Natlan hasn't forgotten you either. Why don't you want to use your name from 500 years ago?
It may seem difficult to understand, but the reason is really quite simple. That name carries with it the glory of my homeland and the honor of Natlan. Yet, I failed to bring my soldiers home. And I failed to help Natlan defeat the Abyss.
That's not your fault. The Abyss is way stronger than any of us imagined.
You need not comfort me. I am no longer who I once was. Let the events of the past continue to collect dust in the annals of history. I will continue to help Natlan in my own way.
Like, with the draft of lucidity? Who knew you could make medicine? Were you a doctor before?
The drought was Guthred's invention.
Guthrie?
He was a respected military doctor, as well as my trusted second-in-command.
Did we hear about Guthrie before? I feel like we did.
We faced a similar situation to what you witnessed today. The endless battles against the Abyss triggered delusions
God, that
among
sounds
the
familiar.
soldiers, to the point where some attempted to
Who's
kill
Guthrie?
each other. In order to develop a treatment as fast as possible, Guthred used himself as a test subject. He passed away shortly after the drought was complete.
Okay, yeah, he
That's who
was
he
in the
Unrelenting in his pursuit.
he was in the previous patch.
No matter
Okay.
the cost, no matter the sacrifice. In the end, he even gave himself up for a chance of success. I'm sure he would be pleased his creation aids people, even now. The Abyss has wrought enough suffering on this land. I sincerely hope this war will end soon.
No matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. Huh, that sounds rather familiar.
Stop worrying about other people's survival, about their losses and sacrifices. You just need to win.
Yeah, he possessed
It must
he
be why
he
I
possessed for
returned
Auroran. That's
for
why.
this
Yeah, I was
moment.
like that name sounds so familiar. Well, it's like,
Please finish what you set out to do.
yeah, that was Guthrie, wasn't it?
You're more perceptive than I imagined. However, some things are better kept secret for now. We may be working together, but our goals are not entirely aligned.
What's with the secrets all of a sudden? I'm starting to think we should be more careful around you.
I do not mean to jeopardize the trust between us. I simply prefer to keep this to myself, because it's a personal matter. All I can tell you is this. Natlan may have survived the worst of the crisis, but the souls of this land are still not at peace, and that is why my work is not yet done.
Well, if it's personal, then we'll just have to trust you.
If you have other questions, I'm willing to answer them.
Wait, like anything?
Anything?
Hana wants to know how you eat with the mask. Anything?
That's actually a very good question. Actually, there is something I want to know.
Natlan must pay the price for Mawika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. And only Mawika's death can clear the debt. Even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone, it looks like that death is still set in stone.
Did the captain know something about the ruler of death? I may not get this opportunity again. I should ask him.
In the
Let's
garden
ask.
cultivated by the gods, flowers and weeds grow side by side. When the weeds compete for nutrients in the soil, The gardener intervenes to inhibit their growth. I'm not one to pass judgment based on my own standard of right and wrong. But it is an undeniable fact that she is responsible for my suffering, as well as that of my people. If that explanation is too difficult to understand, allow me to show you exactly what I mean.
The curse of immortality. I don't know what I expected, but this is... Show us his face, please, I'm begging you.
The ruler of death can freely define the form of death, or grant immortality to anyone she desires. Her power is a rule in and of itself.
No, they cut it up! No! I wanted to see! No! I wanted to see! Fuck. I wanted to see.
But I am of the belief that, in this world, no destiny is unchangeable, no death inevitable. So, before the final moment truly arrives, we must fight harder than ever.
Hey guys! Sorry, hope I didn't interrupt anything. After helping Okotlan back home, I went on a small walk and happened to run into a messenger from the Psychons of the Canopy. He's been looking for you everywhere.
Oh, did something happen?
Apparently, Shilonin's ready to start forging your ancient name. She needs to check the progress of the Pilgrim's Chronicle, that device she gave you before. She invited a bunch of people to be there, including me. So let's head to the stadium once we're done here.
This is a critical time for you, Traveler. It's best not to delay. So let us end our conversation for now. Best of luck to you all. Goodbye.
It's like, I wanted to see his face! Ah! Domo Narjani, welcome. Yeah, she enjoyed the cat and the birds. What a mysterious guy. Still, he doesn't seem quite as intimidating as before. We're basically comrades now, right? Anyway, let's head to the stadium. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting. I want to see his face.
He kind of reminds me.
I want to see his face.
They just seem so tired, you know? Since they've both been alive for many centuries, do you think that's just what happens when you've been alive for too long?
I'm sure we'll probably see it eventually, but still, I'm like, I want to see it now. The Capitan! Sure took your sweet time. Wretched scoundrels, how dare you keep the almighty Dragon Lord waiting? Kneel before us and apologize, or we'll... Let's punch him. Don't listen to him. We just got here too. The whole gang's here.
Reunited at last. Did you miss us?
I brought candy and cookies to share.
Like, wow, Kachina's got her voice back. What happened?
Of course we missed you. Ooh, you brought Source crackers too? Score!
Ah, just in time, Traveler. It's so stifling in here. I was just about to go outside to get some air.
It's the same temperature outside. Anyway, how was the trip here?
Pretty smooth. You know, teleportation.
To be honest, I also didn't expect this many people to show up. A third of this amount is more than enough for my plan.
Why do you need them here?
I need to ask them about you, gather their thoughts and hopes. That will help the formation of your ancient name. Oh, you brought the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? Yeah, let me take a look.
Here you go. I've been working on it.
The progress looks good. We have enough people, so let's get started.
Sorry I'm late.
Hey, girl.
Chaska showing up late for something? That's a first.
Don't worry, we'll take care of you later,
I had
girl.
to follow a group of monsters further than expected. When I got back, I heard about what you did for my tribe.
Yeah. Traveler deserves most of the credit. Plus, if it weren't for your help during the battle, the Collective of Plenty would have suffered a lot more. We had the manpower to share, but it's only right we return the favor. Just doing our part.
Okay, let's save the
I'm doing my
pleasantries for
part.
later. Everyone's here, so let's get started. All right, let me remind everyone what's going to happen. I need each of you to stand before the Pilgrim's Chronicle and share your stories about the Traveler. Your words will be recorded and become a part of the Traveler's ancient name.
Nope.
All right, then to start things off...
Hold on. Remember what we discussed?
Oh, right, I almost forgot. Traveler, Paimon, you can't be here for this part.
We gotta roast you in private.
Huh? But why? We want to hear what everyone has to say.
I need people's true thoughts and feelings. It's best if the subject in question isn't involved. It's much more difficult to express those feelings to someone's face. People get shy in those situations. It's just how it is.
You're right. Just like when Paimon doesn't have enough more to pay for her meal, but she's too embarrassed to tell the Traveler, so she has to make a...
Paimon, it's not the same thing.
So basically, you want us to leave the Pilgrim's Chronicle here and wait nearby?
Oh, don't worry. This shouldn't take long.
You'll just step around, you know, in the corner,
She
listening
said
in.
made sense, but did
Privately.
you see Lolly's reaction back there? She was definitely the one who decided we should leave. But staying out here is just making Paimon even more curious about what everyone's gonna say. Anyway, you're gonna have an ancient name soon. Ooh, that's so exciting! Feels like we've been in Natland for quite a while already, doesn't it?
We've been traveling together for even longer.
You're right! If only Paimon could say a few things about you in there.
Well, looks like you're about to have that chance.
Shilonen, is everything all set?
Almost. We're just missing one last thing. You've been by the Traveler's side the longest, Paimon. We need to hear what you have to say.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Paimon's not from Natland.
Oh, it doesn't matter. As a Traveler's companion, your contributions are extremely important. You're the perfect person to finish the story. Sorry, Traveler. I just need to borrow Paimon for a second. It should be quick.
Despite Shalon's reassurance, quite a lot of time seems to pass. It's like probably retold everything that has ever happened in our journey as she does. Took longer than expected.
Paimon gave us a lot, and I mean a lot of information. I'm not even sure the Lord of the Night managed to get all of it.
Well, we've been to 6 nations already.
Here, you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back. I'll need it when I forge the name, but you can continue your adventures in the meantime. And when the time comes, I will forge you an ancient name unlike anything that's come before, so that you, Moeka, and Natlan as a whole can finally put an end to this endless war.
Cool. Yep, and that's it for the interlude. So now we'll go to Cheska's quest. It's like, yeah, that was really short. But it was just an interlude, just being like, hey, everyone's still all messed up and stuff. You know, trauma. Everybody loves trauma. Why is it still showing exclamation point? Isn't there a way for me to, like, go into the thing and look at it? Oh, yeah. It's like, that's why the exclamation point's still there, because I need to look at it. Yep, so we got that. So, you know, still gotta fill up a few spots. We're working on it. Get my rewards. Alright, now let's go, do the thing. Gotta go do that thing. Hello. Yeah, we need, Chronicles. Okay, so it's over there. Okay. Got it. I got it. Domo Doom Guy, welcome. How you doing? About to go hang out with the flighty girl. Domo Per, welcome. How you doing? Yeah, Cat Pog. Get those Genshin drops. No, we can't get touched. We gotta go fly.
of doing something stupid.
Yeah.
The warriors of the Flower Feather Clan are a proud bunch who never show their vulnerability in public, even if they've gone wingless.
Oh, Chaska?
Good to see you again, Traveler and Paimon.
Howdy.
Before we carry on, let's get a little further away before Koyer notices us.
So, that girl on the bridge, Koyer, you said? Should she really be on her own right now? With the mental state she's in, it just seems risky.
Don't worry. That's exactly why I'm here. Elder Alpa sent me to keep an eye on her. If she does attempt the unthinkable, I'll swoop in and catch her. I doubt it'll come to that, though. She's a fighter. A warrior, in fact. One who aimed for the sky. However despondent she might feel now, I'm confident she'll get through it.
What do you mean aimed for the sky?
Well, in the Flower Feather Clan, there's
no,
an elite
don't kick her
flying
off the
squad made up of
bridge.
Kukasaur
No.
riders. But it's an extremely selective squad. To become a rider, you need to undergo a trial where you not only demonstrate mastery of the relevant skills,
It's like we just finished
but also win the approval
fixing
of the
some mentally
Kukasaurs.
ill people.
Very
And they
few
were
Koyer
literally
has spent
labeled
years
mentally ill.
training for her
Oops.
most recent attempt. But unfortunately, she didn't pass. So it's not hard to see why she's so upset.
And you mentioned going wingless. What does that mean?
Sometimes, after multiple failed attempts to pass the flying test and win the Kukasaur's approval, people get so disheartened that they give up on their dream to soar the skies. They resolve to quit trying for good. We call those people the wingless.
Do they get expelled from the tribe?
What? No, of course not. They're still prized warrior. We have a saying. Just as the Kukasaur treasures every feather on its body, so the tribe treasures each one of its children. This hits even harder in the wake of the war. All of our young warriors carry the future of our tribe on their shoulders. Besides, every Kukasaur falls from its nest before it learns to fly. It's practically a rite of passage. Likewise for the wingless, we always hold out hope that one day, when they're ready, they'll rekindle their dreams and keep trying. Until then, all we can
You
do
know
is
what we
quietly
must
watch
do.
over them
No,
from a
don't push
distance,
me!
just like I'm doing now.
Ah, okay.
Ah!
Paimon hopes she'll get back on her feet.
From the sound of her whistling, her confidence has been seriously shaken. No Kukasaur is going to respond to a call that sounds like that.
Call?
Yeah. People from my tribe call to their Saurian companions by whistling or blowing a horn. So it sounds like Koyer was trying to summon a Kukasaur to practice her flying.
Right.
But the Kukasaurs are an even prouder bunch than our warriors. They would never respond to a lackluster whistle like that. First she failed the trial, and now
Yeah,
she's
this is your
struggling
fault,
to even
Doom Guy.
summon a Kukasaur. That's only gonna hurt her confidence further. And getting
Oh no, I'm
trapped in
falling
that
again!
vicious circle is the kind
Ah!
of thing that'll make people go wingless.
Alright, enough of that.
There must be something to do to
No more pushing.
That's very kind of
I'm
you.
casting the lead
Koya's
feet
flying skills are
spell
up to
that
par,
makes
but
my feet
mentally,
heavy
she's
so
stuck in
you
a
can't
rut.
push me over.
If she wants to return to the sky,
It's
she has to
Jovo.
overcome that for herself. I'm going to
Like,
let
oh
you move on,
no!
just
Well,
in
now
case
he's
she takes
gone.
a turn for the worse.
How could you do
Taking you
this?
to her around
How
the
could you do
tribe
this to
once
the
this is
baby
all over.
boy? Just a
Koyer
boy.
still isn't giving up. Even though
Yeah,
Chaska
ya
said
baby.
that she has to do this by herself. Paimon can't
He's
help
like
feeling
5
like
years old,
maybe
but
we
he's
can
still
nudge her
a
in the right
baby.
direction.
He's a little foot baby.
What if we could get a Kukasaur to fly up to her? That might give her the confidence boost she needs.
Actually, that sounds like a plan. You have one final move? Oh, really? Okay, that works too. Oh boy!
It's a Kukasaur. Oh my gosh. Is this really happening? I did it. I summoned one.
Yeah,
I was
you
beginning to
totally
think you had
did.
given up on me completely. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Looks like her mood's lifted. Now to wait until she's not looking and fly out of here. It's like, if only it was that simple.
Excuse me? Would you mind if we did some flying practice
Yeah, just turn
together?
back right now. What?
I think I know where I went wrong in the test now. I need to maintain a higher speed on my turns. So, I just gotta practice my bell tail slides and split S maneuvers.
Yikes, see, those sound complicated. I'm out of my depth. This is dangerous.
Also, I really want to try some stall turns and cobra maneuvers.
Oh god, not cobra maneuvers. Crikey, I've never even carried a passenger, let alone while doing all that. I need to get out of here.
Huh? That sounded like a whistle. Is someone else trying to summon a Kukasaur?
Now's my chance. Bye!
Wait! Wait!
With the whistle providing a perfect cover, you make your escape.
Do you think Koyer's feeling better now? Let's go back to that bridge and check.
Like, leave me alone, bird. I'm trying to do bridge things.
Chaska! I summoned a Kukasaur! They do still respond to me after all! Although, unfortunately, someone else summoned it away again before I had a chance to go for a flight.
Oh, really? That is unfortunate. But if you can do it once, you can do it again. Keep at it, and you'll pass the trial eventually.
You're
Yeah,
right.
keep trying.
You know,
Maybe you'll
I
actually get a
almost thought
real
about
one this
giving up.
time.
But I'm glad I didn't.
Hey, Chaska, how's Koyer doing?
Huh? Who are you? And how do you know my name?
These
Don't
are
worry about
my,
it.
friends. The Traveler and Paimon. You came up in conversation the other day because I was telling them about up-and-coming warriors in our tribe.
Oh, the Traveler, huh? So that's you.
Did you know that some dinosaurs ate
what do
me?
you mean, up and
Wowee!
I'm closer to being winged.
Yeah,
than
some
I
of
am to
them were
passing the trial.
carnivores.
Anyway,
And some of them
we
were
haven't met
herbivores,
before, have
which
we?
means they ate
You look so
plants.
familiar somehow.
Yeah, the other ones ate plants and
Maybe you saw him in
grass.
the stadium? Or
What
anywhere,
else?
really. He's been all over Natlan lately, so
They
it's
ate
not surprising that you've seen
gravy.
him around.
If
That
you
was
say
just as
so.
good. Yeah, that must be it.
Koyer, Chaska.
Right, kitty? Hello, kitty. What do you want?
Here you are. I've been looking everywhere for you two.
Oh, Elder Alpa! What's the matter?
I thought I should tell you myself. We're going to redo the flying trials.
Redo them? How come? This is so unexpected. And I can't believe you came out here just to
Do you
tell
want to
us that
play
in
kitty? Is
person.
that it? Are you
It's
craving
embarrassing
violence,
to
my
admit,
child?
but due to time constraints, we didn't do a proper inspection of the arena before the last round of trials began. Then we started to notice many candidates performing worse than expected. So we redid the inspection afterwards and found a number of issues which likely impacted candidate
Alright, I guess you don't
performance.
want it. Yes, pet kitty, for he does not know what he
This
wants.
was entirely our mistake, and I
he
apologize
tricky.
unreservedly.
There you go, kitty.
I know it doesn't make up for it, but I thought bringing you this message in person was the least
Oh,
I
you
could
want to
do.
be on my lap. Okay.
Oh,
Well, why didn't you say
okay.
so, kitty? Come
Chaska,
on, hop up.
these people
Come on.
you're with, are they
Come
the
on, you little
Traveler
shit,
and
come on.
Paimon?
Huh? You've heard of us?
It's like I'm leaving tomorrow, Taffy. Get your cuddles in. Come on.
I have
There you
indeed.
go, good
Gathering
boy.
intel is an essential part of
Yeah,
being
yeah.
a warrior. Plus, you've already made quite a name for
Mwah.
yourself in Natlan. Actually, I've been meaning to invite you to enjoy our tribe's hospitality for some time.
Happy kitty.
Hospitality? That includes food, right?
Of course it does. If you let us host you, you'll be treated quite
Mwah.
lavishly. Mighty warriors are highly revered in our tribe. Besides, we still owe you for your help during the war. Without you, we would have suffered far worse at the hands of the Abyss. So I like the chance to show you our gratitude on behalf of the whole tribe.
Yeah, we're pretty cool like
Mighty
that.
warriors, plural? So Paimon counts too? Paimon's starting to like you a lot.
That should go without saying. Your flying skills are the envy of our tribe.
That's a good point.
Flower Feather Clan seems like a really nice bunch of people. We definitely need to take her up on this offer.
Last time was just a flying visit. We never got to check the place out properly.
Well, I'd love to stay, but I'm afraid I still have to inform the other candidates about the retrials. With our younger generation's future on the line, there's no time to lose.
Wait, Elder Alpa! Let me help! The sooner everyone gets the news, the better!
Very well. In that case, Cheska, could I leave you to entertain our guests?
Sure thing.
Okay. Let's meet by the Obsidian Totem Pole later. Koyer, let's get going.
Okay.
They fly away, riding the cuckoo
All right,
bird.
they're out of earshot. I'm just gonna come out and ask. That Kukasaur who responded to Koyer's call, that was your doing, wasn't it?
Yes.
I grew up with these creatures. I could tell something was off the second I saw it. His whole demeanor seemed less like a Kukasaur and more like, well, you.
Iki?
So I figure you must have been pulling the strings somehow.
I can't believe you saw through it.
He looked very flustered when Koyer asked for a ride, so I whistled to give him a chance to escape. And judging by the look on your face, that was a welcome intervention, huh? It's all right. If you'd rather your hidden talents remain hidden, I respect that. I won't press you for answers, and I'll keep my speculations to myself.
Cool,
You're
this
the
is
kind
how
of
you live
person
for a
I'd
long
still
time.
trust, even if you had superpowers. I know you'd use them for good.
Is that technically I deceived her. That good?
I think the ends justify the means in this case. She just lacked confidence, and you helped her resolve her internal conflict. If you hadn't intervened, I likely would have gotten my mom to help out instead. Although, having said that, there's a small chance she might have recognized her and seen through the whole thing. That would have done more harm than good.
Well, luckily no harm was done in the end.
Yeah. Anyway, if you're free now, how about I give you that tour I promised?
Okay. Kitty, yeah, it's like Kitty's flopping like really hard, so I'm in like a weird position. Kitty, please. Ugh. Wait, where does she want to take us? Alright. I'll just warp up here because it's... Kitty. You can't push off Kitty, she's too chunky.
Ready? I'm gonna get you! Uh-oh. Are they fighting? Should we try and break them up?
They're fine. Just doing their daily combat training.
These children are ready for war.
Not us.
We gotta teach them when they're
Tribe of
young.
warriors.
We're losing
In
so
ancient
many
times,
people.
We were the most elite troops
And
in
the people that
nation,
survive go fucking
responsible for
crazy.
patrolling and defending all of Natlan. And even though times have changed, we've
Hey,
kept
Kitty,
our martial spirit alive.
you crazy boy.
Hey, is that Chaska?
Jessica, you're back!
Oh, can you come train with us?
Now's not a good time, I'm afraid. I'm showing the Traveler and Paimon around. Maybe next time.
The Traveler and Paimon? Wait, you mean that legendary warrior and legendary flying expert?
Legendary? Yeah.
Yes, we are the legends. We are legends.
Awesome. It's so cool that you can fly without having to ride a cuckoosaur. Even Chaska could only do that for short distances. Mr. Traveler, can you teach me some cool sword tricks?
Oh, Mr. Traveler! My family shop makes the best volcano cake. You gotta try it!
Let's behave ourselves, everyone. These people
Like, don't
are
mind
here
me,
as
I'm
our
just applying
guests.
cuteness aggression to
They're going
Taffy
meet
until he
Elder
gets sick of
Alpa
me
in
and
a few
bites
minutes
me.
Anyway. Kotini, instead of being jealous of other people's talents, why not work on developing your own? Kapak, there's no point in trying any cool sword tricks until you've mastered the basics. Have you done all your sword drills today? And Yatlan. Easy does it, okay? Not every conversation has to turn into you plugging the family business.
Okay.
Harry boy. Mini lecture calms the children
Sorry
down, they
about
stop
those
crowding
kids.
you.
They just got overexcited when they heard your name. I hope it didn't bother you too much. This is a volcano cake that Yatlan forced into my hands. She
Cake!
said to think of it as an apology gift.
Yippee! Yummy!
Whoa, it smells amazing! Traveler, you want some?
Hell yeah! Does smell good.
That's good. Yatlan will be thrilled.
By the way, Chaska, those kids really adore you. You're way better with them than Paimon expected. Paimon figured you'd be more... aloof, maybe?
Aloof, huh? Well, to be fair, there was a period when I was like that. Around the time when I first joined the tribe. But it's a terrible attitude to have as a peacemaker. It tends to turn situations that could have had a peaceful resolution into a stalemate that can only be resolved by force.
Resolved by force meaning beating both parties into submission?
Yep, exactly. As long as other options are available, I try to avoid that at all costs. Someone once told me that peace imposed by force will crumble in a matter of days. But peace achieved through genuine dialogue actually benefits both sides, even if sometimes the parties are only willing to negotiate because they're both armed to the teeth.
That's true. Hey, Chaska!
Uncle Cusco knows you're back, and he's coming to get you.
Oh, thanks, Traveler.
No
Paimon.
pushing!
Got a dash. I'll meet you at the totem pole up ahead. You can't miss it. It sticks out like a sore thumb.
Wait, are you running away?
First rule of conflict resolution? Grab the fan and run before the you-know-what hits.
The you-know-what.
Trust Chaska to make even running away sound cool.
Sorry about this. Just stall him for me, okay? I'll explain everything later.
Okay. Well, where is he? Where's the man?
A golden-haired outlander and a white flying object. You must be the traveler in Paimon.
It's so easy to figure out who we are just by very vague
She's
descriptions.
run away again, has she?
All right, Kitty. You've had enough.
Sorry, who are you?
Who am I? Only her father.
Dad.
She's supposed to go for a checkup every 3 months to see how her abyss condition is doing. We both agreed on it. But she's already missed
Domo
3
boobies.
checkups this year.
Oh,
That's
Domo
3 out of
86,
4.
welcome. How you doing? Thank you for the raid. Domo, welcome, raiders. Abyss condition. Robo nuts braid.
Yes.
Oh boy.
She got exposed to abyssal energy
Gotta get
as
those
a young
nuts and
child.
bolts. Yeah,
Then
Domo,
her birth
welcome.
parents abandoned her.
Oh, you were also
It's
playing
lucky
Genshin
those
Impact.
wild
Yeah, we're
Kukusaurs
playing
found
the
her when they
update right
did,
now.
or she wouldn't
How
have
you
made
doing?
it.
Thanks
They
again for the
took her
raid,
under
Domo
their wing
raiders.
and raised her as one of their own.
It's like, I'm Bloody Daloon Kitsune Hunter / Animal Tamer, and as you can see, I'm playing the Genshins before I go on my little vacation. Yeah, Domo Satsumi. Welcome. Yes, hello. Oh, rest well, Vicente. Thanks for stopping by. Always good to see you. But yeah, if you gotta
Eventually,
eat or
some
pee or
riders
whatever,
out
go
on patrol
ahead.
spotted her
Did I pull for
and
Chaska?
brought her
No,
back
I
to the
haven't.
tribe. But she
I'm
was
saving up for the
practically
Pyro
feral at
Archon.
that point.
I need the pretty
The
lady.
moment you took your eyes off her, she'd be getting herself
Though
into
I
a
did hear
fight,
she's really
or
good, and
she'd
she
run
was fun
away
to play
be
in the
with the
trial.
Saurians. She
Maybe
seemed
I'll
to
get her in the
prefer them
rerun.
to her own
I
kind.
need the pretty
She
lady.
might as well have been a Saurian in human form.
That must be the aloof period she mentioned, right?
Sounds like there was more going on than just being aloof. And thank you for the follow, Domo. Welcome. You're saving up too, but you want Nouvelette enter? Yeah. It's like, yeah, I have Nouvelette already. I have him at C1. So he's all good and locked in.
We later discovered that her exposure to the abyss had planted seeds of conflict in her heart. So, we started trying to bring it under control. But ultimately, she's the only one who can control it. Anyway, she's much more human these
But yeah,
days.
we finished the interlude.
Don't worry about her. She seems
So
pretty
we're just
stable to
working on
Paimon.
her quest
But
right now.
She's probably only avoiding the checkups because
For
she thinks it'll
Chaska.
stop
You
guys
plan on
from
getting a
worrying
C1 and his
about her.
weapon? Yeah.
Yes.
I
well
gave
aware
him the
of
battle
that.
quest
She knows she
thing,
needs
the
to be
Jade
careful.
something.
If her condition ever took a turn
It's
for
like,
the
I don't
worse,
usually roll for the
she wouldn't
weapons.
be brushing it aside like this.
Is that going to be as bad as when you went for C4 Furina? Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, I stopped at C2. Domo Shadow Man, welcome. Thank you for the 7 months. Arigatou gozaimasu. Yes, me. Hello, Domo. Welcome. Thank you very much for the shop. Arigatou. Then what's there to worry about?
It's just every checkup she's been to.
As you can
they
see,
find
I am
new
here with
cuts
the
and
Genshinin.
bruises. Nothing to do with the Abyss, of course. Oh no, that's all fine.
Thank you for the
problem with
biddies.
her
Arigato
is she's her own
gozaimasu.
worst enemy.
Did you know Genshin is now on
She's
Xbox?
been living
Yeah, I
dangerously
know.
again.
It's like
I'm sure of it.
it's crazy.
That's why she's
They
avoiding
announced
the
it being on the
checkups.
Switch all those years
She
ago, and
wants
it
to
never
hide it
happened.
from us.
And now it's on the Xbox. What are you gonna do?
Paimon can see her doing that.
Like that's pretty much the conspiracy theory is
In the
that
past,
the reason why we have an
she
interlude
always
this
had
patch
Koichi
is
to keep an eye
because
on
they want to
her.
give people on the Xbox
Now
time to catch
Koichi's
up.
gone, and I
That's the
just
conspiracy theory. I don't know how
want
much
to
of it is
lose
true,
another
but
daughter.
considering for the
Jaska's
other
been increasingly reckless since
nations, they didn't
Koichi
give us.
passed. It's like she's
Oh,
trying
they're
to
gonna
make
mention
up
her
for it
dead sister.
somehow.
Cool.
Next time you see her, please tell her to be careful for
Like
me.
they didn't do it for the other nations, but who
Even
knows?
if she doesn't want to hear it.
It's like
If
they've done
she
a lot
doesn't
of
want to
things
do
due to
these
behind the
checkups
scenes
anymore,
shenanigans.
That's fine.
Like having
I
Ayaka
just
as a
want
banner
her
for like
to stop
6
putting
weeks.
herself in harm's way.
But yeah, I figured with her character quest, he rambles on about Jessica and Chuyu. You patiently listen to till the bitter end. Yeah, because, you know, her sister died, so I was like, is her quest gonna cover her, you know, having to deal with her sister being dead? I was wondering about that, and then he brings it up. It's like, okay. Hey, what up? Sorry to keep you waiting.
It's all right. I bet my dad talked your heads off, huh? What did he say?
That you used to run away from home nearly every other day, and that nearly half your peers got beaten up by you as a kid. You know, just silly
I was
children
sometimes
things.
a little impulsive back then.
That's putting it mildly.
The memories. It feels like it
Right,
was
Kitty?
only yesterday when
You're
we
a
brought
silly
you
little
back
boy.
and had Cusco and his family take
You
you
also
in.
choose violence.
Back then, no one imagined this feral child would grow up to be the strongest warrior.
Keep having to
of
grab
the
his
Flower
wand because
Feather
he keeps like
clan.
messing with it. Ugh.
You were the one that brought Chaska
Right,
back
Kitty?
to
You
the
craving
tribe?
violence?
That's right. Elder Alpa was already a veteran rider by then.
Yes, no, maybe.
She spotted me while
Yes, you
patrolling
are.
from the skies and tracked down my Kukasaur mom. Mom agreed it was time I tried to re-enter human society. But I didn't know the first thing about being civilized. I clashed with everyone who had to deal with me.
She's basically
look at
like
you now.
Tarzan. She was raised
Renowned
instead,
throughout
but
the
instead
land
of
as a
being raised by
peacemaker.
monkeys, she was raised by
How time
dinosaurs,
flies.
which is pretty
When the day
pog.
comes that I can't fly anymore, it will be up to you to look after our tribe and our flying squad.
You know me, though. I'm not a natural commander. I'm better off as a lone wolf on the front line. So stick it out at least a few more years, okay? Give Koyer and the others time to come into their own.
Oh, stop.
Wait, so isn't the leader just the strongest warrior in the tribe? At least Paimon figured that's how your tribe would work.
Strength is certainly a core tenet in the Flower Feather clan. But strength means far more than martial prowess alone.
If it all came down to individual strength, I'd struggle to call myself a warrior, let alone a member of the flying squad. Any fighter in the tribe could take me down.
Really? I had you down as an elite warrior like Chaska.
Well, sorry to disappoint
Then again,
you.
you are just an
It
NPC
was
with
something I
the
aspired
drip,
to at one
so,
point.
you know.
So much so that I went adventuring
Like, you don't
in
look
the
cool
Cinder
enough
City,
to be important.
Ochkanatlan, to try and prove myself. But it was foolish of me. I wasn't ready. I came back empty-handed and seriously injured. The fact that I survived was something.
But yeah, I only got
suppose.
C2, Fiorina.
But after that,
and
I
I'm
never
pretty
seriously
happy with
considered
that. It's
myself a
like,
strong
I'm
fighter.
good.
And yet, you still managed
It's
to
like,
become
I'm
the leader
not
of the flying
a whale,
squad,
but I'm not
thanks to your
free to play
experience and
either.
determination.
I'm somewhere between a guppy and a
All
dolphin. I
battling
was
those old injuries.
when I first started this play game, I was more of a
Don't you
dolphin,
think
but
that's a
I've
display of strength in
downgraded
its
myself
own
to
right?
more like a guppy.
Let's shelve
Where
this
it's like I
discussion
might
for now.
occasionally buy the battle
Traveler,
pass or
Paimon, there is some
or
simple
something,
refreshments
but
on the
only when I
table.
feel like it.
Please help yourselves.
Yes! Paimon was waiting for that part.
Didn't you just gorge yourself on a whole bunch of volcano cakes?
They were for the snack stomach. The refreshment stomach still has plenty of space.
Yeah, Doom guy. Are you gonna drive home? You gotta do your drivings.
So full.
You gotta
Well,
ride your car.
If you're enjoying our hospitality, feel free to stay with us as long as you like.
Elder Alba? There's...
Do you accept hand-holding as an alternative compensation?
up.
For what? Compensation for what?
What happened? Is it serious? Shall I deal with
You
it?
see why the Xbox came first is because the Switch uses lower
some
tech.
merchants showed
Yeah,
up,
they didn't do
not from our
because of
tribe.
the exclusive deal and also
They
the
said
greedy.
they're here to
Yeah,
discuss
that's
some
probably
potential
it.
collaboration with us.
Pats?
Why now?
Sure, I'll
This is
take.
terrible
I
timing.
guess hand-holding's
There are
okay.
a few wingless that
I'm
we
wearing
haven't managed
gloves,
to
so it's
reach
not
yet,
like we're making
and we
skin
still haven't
contact.
inspected the retrial arena.
Wow, what a busy schedule.
Let me handle the other errands while you meet with the merchants. You shouldn't be trying to do everything at your age.
You should help too. Seems only fair after all that food we ate.
It'll help the digestion process.
Huh. Well, much obliged. Cheska.
But yeah, I
the
figured it was
remaining
because
linguists are
the
all
Switch
people you
can't
know.
actually handle it, so they're
Let's
probably gonna
see.
wait until the Switch 2.
Kishika now manages the floating target balloons.
Want to get her? She's good. Yeah, I
Yaska's
heard.
probably still addicted to eyes
It's like
on
I
the
played her
feathered
trial. It's
prize,
like yeah,
and
she's
Junam spends her
very
days up on the
flighty.
flying platform, staring at
She
the
can
Cinder
soar
City.
through the skies.
I'll leave you to tell them the news.
Talk to the wingless. Alright. I'm like, oh, I can just get her in the rerun. There's other characters I want first.
Are you sure you don't want to reconsider, Pashika?
I appreciate it, boss. But honestly,
Like the first character to use other party members
pretty happy with
automatically
my life
part of her
nowadays.
attacks. Yeah, I noticed that. It's like
Pashika.
it
what are you
actually
doing with
pays to have
flying
like a
trials?
diverse team.
Huh? Utoda?
Ah, did Alpa send you? I was just telling Pashika the news, actually. The way things are with the tribe these days. I mean, you don't need me to tell you. This here is no future for a seasoned warrior like you.
Ah, come on, boss. Do you have any idea how long it's been? I've been wingless for years now. I'm not cut out for that anymore.
It doesn't work for Dendro Geo.
Of course. I'll do my
Yeah,
part
well,
if
they
we
had to
ever
put a
need
limit
to defend
somewhere.
the tribe.
Dendro's never
But
been
there's
able
really no point in me
to
trying out for the
synergize
flying squad
with an
now.
MO, so that makes sense.
I've already made my peace
And Geo
with it.
doesn't synergize
Not
with it
everyone
either.
has what
so,
it takes to return
yeah.
to the sky after going wingless.
That's how it's always been.
Elder Alpa's perseverance is something else. And like, it's okay if I'm not destined for greatness. I might not have the Kukasaur's approval, but with my hot air balloons, I can still reach the skies. Handling these balloons every day, seeing how the customers react, the looks on their faces, that's enough for me.
Finding something you love doing can be just as hard as passing the flying trial. It's worth holding on to.
Fair enough. It's your choice. I won't force you.
Oh, by the way, you should try taking a balloon ride if you've got the time.
Yeah, it could be a good build
Once
if you have
clean up there
Electro
for
and Pyro.
yourself,
Yeah, you could just
you'll
cause an
see why I love it
explosion.
so
Just be like,
much.
pooh. A little busy, but next time, sure.
No problem. If you ever want to give it a try, you know where to find me.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
As long as you've thought it through, just go for it.
Oh, who's closest? You are.
A retrial? What's the point? I pretty much treat life like it's a game. No Kukasaur's ever going to approve of that, no matter how many times I try.
Muskar, I can assure you, Kukasaurus wouldn't judge you for something like that.
Well, they must be judging me for something. Maybe I lack fighting spirit, or just don't have the talent. Not everyone's a natural like you. Don't waste your time on me. You'll have better luck with the ones who still have their heads in the clouds. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna treat myself to a few more games of Eyes on the Feathered Prize.
Yeesh, there's wingless, then there's being a total lost cause.
You used to be a fierce warrior, actually. But fighting spirit alone won't win you the Kukasaur's approval.
Are all Kukasaurs so strict? The ones in floating target balloons and Eyes on the Feathered Prize seem pretty chilled out.
It's one thing to hang out and have fun, but quite another to take to the skies with a human life on your back. Giving a ride to someone who's unqualified endangers not only the rider, but also the Kukasaur themselves. If the rider makes a mistake, they both suffer the consequences, so we have a mutual understanding with the Kukasaurs. If someone isn't up to standard, we have to reject them. Even if it means breaking their hearts.
Yeah, you know, safety over feelings. Like, is our theme like Australian Hunter or something? I don't know. I think it's supposed to be like Aztec.
I see.
And it's like, when you take in what happened with the Aztecs, with the Spanish, and, everything else, it's a mix of things. There was also the point in the South with, like, the cowboys, and those, I think she's taken, like, several inspirations
Hey,
from,
Gina.
like,
Gazing out at Ochkanatlan again, huh?
Chaska?
a bunch of different things.
What are you doing here? Is something up?
It's like
The
not
Phoenix
Australian,
Fund is
just
hosting
like
retrials again soon.
Aztec
Wanna give it
cowboy.
another try?
Maybe you're
Remember the
forgetting
Alamo.
definition of wingless. I've failed so many times already that I've decided
I
to
don't know,
call
I
it
could be
quits for
totally
good.
wrong.
I'm done.
I'm sure someone's
Elder Alpa
done
always
their
goes
research
out of
on
her way
it.
to come and tell me when a new trial is coming up, and it's nice of her to think of me. But nothing's gonna change. I'm not going to suddenly pass just because they're holding another trial.
They're making some big changes to the arena this time, so the flying experience should be smoother than before. Coyer's gonna try
Yeah, you
again.
assumed because of that. No, that's fair. Very fair
Forget
assumption.
it. If I was genuinely good enough
It's a
to
cool
make the
hat.
squad, the location shouldn't affect my chances. A true rider can fly confidently whatever the conditions, like you and Elder Alpa.
But yeah, since this is supposed to be South America, that's why I'm like, yeah, it's Aztec.
Chaska and the Traveler.
Or
You're
maybe not
already
specifically
here.
Aztec, but any
I
of
guess they told
those
you already
South
then.
American tribes.
Come on, let's go train together.
Because I know there's more than the Aztec, I just can't think of anything else right now. I'm blanking. She could be a reference to a particular
I'm gonna
tribe.
sit
I
this
don't
one
know.
out.
It's one of those things you'd have to like
What?
Google or look up a
Why?
video essay on.
But you've always looked up to Elder Alpa. She went wingless after her injury and spent years drifting, but even she came back and made it in the end. If she can do it, why can't you?
I mean, I don't have that kind of perseverance. And besides, the last thing I want to do is fail in front of her yet again.
Oh, come on. You know you don't need to worry about that. All right, well, how about we just treat this as you being my mentor? Then will you train with me?
Incan!
Enough.
It's like I did a very
umming and
quick
ahhing.
Google.
Let's just get up in the air and
Her
figure
name
it
is
out
from
as
the
we go.
Incan civilization.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Slow down. I can't keep up.
So, yeah. You could Google that. Yeah, they're gonna learn the hard way.
They've been best friends since they were kids. If anyone knows how to get Junan out of a rut, it's Coyer. You helped Coyer deal with her internal conflict, and now she's done the same for someone else. You know, people often talk about how one conflict leads to another and so on. But sometimes in life, things spiral in a good direction instead.
Alright, that's Act 1. Her thing has 3 acts.
We've notified all the wingless on the list now, right? Where to next?
Over here, apparently.
The trial arena.
Like, where is it? Like, I gotta find it. Where is it? Okay. I see the exclamation point. Hello. Let's get this next part going.
Oh, hey there, Chaska. Did Elder Alpa send you?
Yeah, she's got other things on her plate right now. How are things looking here?
Well, the inspection revealed numerous blockages all over the trial arena. It looks like they're the result of ley line disorders caused by repeat abyss invasions. Theoretically, we just need to clear those obstacles, and the arena will fill up with gaseous phlogiston again. But that's proving difficult to achieve in practice, for all sorts of reasons. Why don't you head on down and check things out for yourself? Feel free to ask the staff for more details.
Alright, let's go! To the trial! There is one more option. No more pushing! Oh, I just realized I'm playing with her as a trial. Oh my goodness. It took me a whole second to even realize
How
that.
strange. Why is there so much solid flow just in here?
I could have
Well,
flown.
it could be from the Children of Echoes.
Ah!
Maybe it got swept up here due to the ley line disturbances? And I did see those strange markings on the cliff.
I can't think of a way to resolve this. Short of going all the way to the Children of Echoes to borrow it to Petley.
Well, I gotta turn in this thing anyway.
How strange.
That's
Well, could
not what I...
be.
I can't.
There we go. Got it. Okay, next. Gotta do some cleaning.
Oh, are you here to help? Thank goodness. There's no way I could do all this by myself. So the blockage here has to be cleared using a special bomb, but carrying explosives up that steep slope would be a recipe for disaster. If I dropped it or slipped and fell, I'd be blown to bits in an instant. So, my plan was to transport the bomb to the other side, then send it over in a hot air balloon. All I need now is for someone else to strike the balloon at the right moment, dropping the payload right on top of the spout, and problem solved.
Yeah, and try not to die
do you
at the
think?
same time for being exploded.
Simple enough, right?
I think I can handle that. That hot air balloon up there yours?
Huh? Oh, that one. No, I've got no idea who that belongs to. Or how they got it up so high. I just wish I could fly up there and check out what kind of tech they're using. Ah, well. Getting the trial arena back in order is more important. I'll head over and set up now. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
All right! Get ready!
I don't know what I'm supposed to do! Dome of Aether, yeah, the Bold Investigator. What about the Italic Investigator? Yeah, where are they? Could you try sending that again? I fucked up.
All right! Get ready!
I see I gotta shoot it down. I was like, I didn't understand the assignment, but now I do. Alright, here. Ah, shit, I missed. Ah, no! Get back here! Can you tell I don't use bow characters very often?
All right! Get ready!
You're making a shooty bang bang for cosplay and it's coming along fantastically. Awesome. That's Pog. Okay, close enough. We got it. Woo! Let's ride! Yeah! A tutorial thing popped up. Let's see, solid form, flying zones. Okay.
This is crazy. I put all of my strength into it, but it just won't break. Maybe Inkanak was right after all. If a stable
So I gotta blow it
structure
up.
is formed inside the solid
I gotta blow
phlogiston,
everything up.
I'll need to hit all the weak spots at the same time to break it. But how am I supposed to do?
It's like, well, if you had special powers like I do. You just do that. See, where's the last one? Whee! Yeah, when in doubt, just blow it up. Exactly.
I think
Ah,
it
yes,
should
the
be
birds.
possible to clear this spout with just
Hello.
a few hard hits. But there are signs of strange life in here.
Meddling with it might be dangerous.
That dark reminds me of meditation music. Yeah, you know, it's supposed to be, South American. American.
Open fire!
Hmm.
Bullseye!
Ow!
Hey! Monsters!
Like, don't worry, I got this. Ow!
The gaseous phlogiston is being replenished. Looks like all the spouts have been unblocked. Let's head
I
back
did it. You honestly don't know why people praise the soundtrack? I don't know. It's like, the game has a few bangers, but they're mostly like the character themes. I don't know.
Bring it!
Whoops, I ran out of juice. No, I do not. I will break your hands.
Wow.
Never
you
ask
took care
that
of
again.
Everything in no time at all. Incredible work. Now we
Unless
just
you
have
meant
to
for
wait
me to
until the
pat your
gaseous
ass, in which case,
phlogiston
no
is
thank
fully
you.
replenished. Then we can kick off the retrials.
Actually, Inkanak, I'd like to do a test flight first, just to make sure we're not missing anything. Could you arrange that for me?
Huh? But you only just finished getting the arena ready. There could still be other hazards we're unaware of.
All the more reason to have me test it out. Think of it as another inspection.
I guess you're right. With your flying skills, you won't be in any serious danger, even if there are hazards we overlooked.
The conditions in this area seem a little unstable, but a test flight is the only way to catch any lingering issues.
All right, I'll get things set up for you. Just let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm
Are
ready.
you ready? This should be a piece of cake for Chaska. But still, try to be careful.
I'm sure she'll be
All right,
fine.
then spread your wings and fly.
Let's fly!
This reminds me of when you would, like, in the Spyro games, you would, there would be the, levels where you had to go through, like, the rings. This is what this reminding me of. But yeah, you go in the timeout corner and think about what you've done. Let me down. Yeah, just don't do that again. Learn your lesson. Oh, there's the last one. I'm like, where's the last one? What the heck? That's not the weirdest thing? Fortunately, no. Fortunately for you, that's not the weirdest thing I've heard. It is close, though. I'd probably put that in the top 5. Number 1 might be about... I'm not even going to repeat it.
No.
I just realized I shouldn't repeat it.
Give it a few days, and we should be able to conduct the trials.
Help!
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing we haven't banned someone for. Yeah, let's put it that way.
You're from the Flower Feather Clan, right? Please, come quick. You've got to help us.
It's like some dude talking about brown eyes, but not like the eyes on my face.
We got attacked by a Kukasaur. My friends are still stranded in the middle of the road with the goods we were transporting.
You're
Please,
fine. You figured
I'm begging
it's like...
you, save them.
Huh? Are Kukusaurs really that aggressive? Do they
I figured it was a joke.
people and provoke?
We know you.
Not in my experience, but there
You
are
just stepped a little
exceptions
over
to
the
every rule.
line. I'm willing to
Let's go
overlook it
check
this
it out.
time. You're okay. Just don't do it again. Easy peasy. I know you asked for consent and I said no. You're fine. We can drop it and move on.
Ouch!
I've never seen such an aggressive Kukusaur.
Yeah, some people have come in here and the first thing they see is something really weird.
Elder Alba? Huh. So, where's this aggressive Kukusaur we've heard about?
Already flew away. Looks like it backed off once it realized that reinforcements were coming.
So why do you think it attacked these people in the first place? Was it after the food?
No. These merchants are even transporting food.
Yeah, go on a
Thank
different date.
goodness. The phlogiston wings are intact.
Yeah, Tangerine.
Phlogiston wings.
I don't think I even know who that is, but it's good that they have a new album and
coming
it's
to our
good.
rescue.
It's good when
These
new bands have
phlogiston
new
wings
good
are our
albums.
most prized
Like, I
goods.
listened to the new Linkin
If
Park
anything happened to
album,
them,
and
it
it
would
was
ruin us.
alright, but the
Are
mixing
you the
could be
merchants that were
better.
looking to collaborate with us?
Oh, thank you for the follow,
Wormy
Domo,
told me about
welcome.
you.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
it
us.
wasn't bad.
So I take it you're Elder Alpa?
Tangerines were on sale last week, but you never
I
bought
am.
them.
You must be exhausted
Yeah,
from
like the
your
new Linkin
journey.
Park album
Not
isn't
to mention
bad.
shaking up from
Like
the
new,
attack.
their new
Let me bring you
vocalist
back to
is
our tribe to
good,
rest.
but they do
We can
need
talk
some work.
business after you've recovered.
But Elder
Yeah,
Alba,
Doom guy.
What about the Kukusaur attack?
Well,
Bye,
our guests
Pomelo.
here weren't seriously injured.
Some other
and their
time.
goods are intact.
Yeah,
Perhaps
good
that
music
Kukusaur
made
was
by a
just
bad
having
mix.
day.
Yeah, it was very weird.
There are so many of them around here. You'd expect something like this every once in a while.
Domo Ken, welcome.
think
How
we need
you
to pursue
doing?
it any
Hello.
More importantly, how are the preparations for the flying trials going?
Everything's on track.
Did you say flying trials?
Yeah, as you can see, we're doing the Genshins. Get your
What a
drops.
coincidence! Sounds like a perfect use case for our phlogiston wings. You'll be pleasantly surprised by what they can do.
Oh, really? Now I'm intrigued.
Well then, let's forget all
Yeah, they
about
try
this
so far and
Kukusaur
get so
attack for
far.
now.
In the
We have some
end.
serious business to discuss.
No, they just need some polishing to do. I bet their music's probably gonna sound a lot better live. So it's like if they release like a live album, it might unironically sound better.
Well, guess we better get
Because then the mixing won't get in the way.
Chaska?
What are you looking at? I don't know. He cray cray.
A bloodstained feather.
It's like he's a can of worms I'd rather not open. The incident's forgotten about, and peace returns to the Flower Feather the clan. Yeah, no, I've listened to some of his older music as well, like Gold Digger. Gold Digger was what got me into him, and I remember my mom even bought that album it was in. But nah, he's one of those people that just went crazy and fell off. It do just be like that. Like, best not to give those types of people attention.
Ah, Traveler and Paimon. You came.
Yep, and it looks like we made it just in time. Although, can't say the same for the Kukusaurs. Bit of a low turnout, huh?
Yeah, you'll see why soon enough.
All right, get ready.
Oh, I was thinking of
3,
another musician.
2,
Cher
1,
released an autobiography, part 1.
Whoa! We're really flying!
Ooh, they got
I
jetpacks
feel light as a feather.
and Pokeballs.
I'm flying without a Kukusaur.
These phlogiston wings are awesome.
Yes.
What the?
Have you ever watched Nard War on YouTube? No. What happened while we were gone?
The merchants we ran into that day were selling a product called phlogiston wings. It's a flying machine worn on the back.
Yeah, we getting
To
jetpacks.
operate it, you just use a handheld trackball that controls the flow
Well,
of
it's not
gaseous
Dino
phlogiston.
Age. It's like
That's incredible.
Yeah. If our tribe,
magical.
well, if Natlan has adopted this technology,
not even really
it would
medieval,
revolutionize
but
our
like
mobility and
2 steps
responsiveness in
ahead of
times
that.
crisis. Just think of the countless
He
tragedies
interviews people and blows
that
their
could be
minds.
averted.
Oh, that's cool.
I feel like I'm dreaming. Did I really just fly on my own without the help of a Kukasaur?
He also gives him gifts. Well, that's nice.
Plus, you just passed a flying trial! Right, Elder Alba?
Elder Alpa?
Should this really count as a pass? If we did the trial using phlogiston?
Yeah, I know. You say not medieval, literally it's Monsets
The scoring rubric
themed
is
around
about
it.
flying
Yeah,
performance.
yeah, I'm like,
it doesn't
it's...
specifically say you have to ride
But
a
it's like, it's a
Kukasaur,
little later than medieval. It's like...
Maybe, but...
I don't want to say steampunk. Like,
even Chaska had to ride a
Fontaine was very
Kukasaur in a trial,
steampunk.
right? And the
So I'm
whole
like,
point of the
medieval
trial is to
steampunk is
test
probably
both
the
your
best way to
flying
describe it, I
technique
guess.
and your
I don't
ability to
know.
work with a Saurian companion.
Well, if we can fly by ourselves, maybe we don't need to test the ladder anymore.
Chaska, Traveler, what are your thoughts on this
Well,
new
Inazuma's based
invention?
on Japan, so, you know. It's good innovation. The sooner it's finally adopted, the better.
You see? Even the Traveler agrees.
I agree that they have strategic value. But I don't think it makes any sense to evaluate candidates by the current testing standards if they're using phlogiston wings.
How is my computer not having a stroke? What do you mean?
Why?
Yeah, it's Victorian inspired. Yeah, each country's like based on
Now
something
you're saying
different.
it doesn't count?
They're pretty.
I don't have any
Each one's pretty
experience using these
diverse.
wings in battle.
Different.
Nor is it immediately
Different location
obvious how to incorporate
inspired.
them into the existing systems in
This
our
game looks
tribe.
high quality.
Taking a longer
Well,
term
I'm
perspective,
using a
I
nice
think we
gaming
need to start by
laptop,
getting thoroughly
and
acquainted with
I
how
have a
these things
fan
work.
running under it, so it doesn't
Then
burst
we
into
can develop a new
flames.
trial format with new assessment criteria, tailored to candidates using the phlogiston wings.
Yeah, gaming laptop. I've
You
been
all
using it
raise
for 2
valid
years.
points. But Chaska, while your proposal sounds
Yeah, so
perfectly
pushing its limit, you
reasonable,
know, as you do
it
with
would
gaming
probably
laptops.
take years to put it into practice.
Until it eventually bursts into flames,
We
and that'll
lost
be the
so
end of my
many people
VTubing
in that
career.
war. These phlogiston wings could be exactly what we need to strengthen our forces and boost morale in this trying time.
Yeah,
And as
i7
for
plus
real-world
RTX
battle
3070. Yeah, it's pretty high end. I paid
there will be plenty of
a grand for
opportunities
this.
to gain that. I have high hopes
Unlike my
for you,
father,
Tuna.
whose laptop literally blew up yesterday.
Stop staring into space.
So he was looking at laptops that were on sale. I was like, yeah, I'll take the this little thing
thank
for
you.
300.
Thank you, Elder Alpa.
You have nothing to thank me
Yeah,
for.
computer fund.
Remember, the way you got your wings back was by relying on yourself.
Yeah, that was what my father bought, and I paid a grand for
Bad
this.
news. Kukasaurs are attacking the merchants again.
Granted, he
Again?
It's like, oh, he's
Okay,
he's
everyone, stay put
retired,
while
so not very much. He just wants to check his email and play poker. That's it. Yeah, it was on sale. That's why. I think it was normally 1,600, but I got it on sale for a grand.
Others too? Anyway, let's go see what this is all about.
Yeah, the MSRP was higher. I got it on a discount. Oh no, he doesn't watch Fox News. He watches TMZ. Like I'll be coming in for din duns, and then TMZ will be like, "Oh my God, did you hear about Taylor Swift?"
Oh,
Yeah, computers be funny like
it found
that.
us again. Run! Get out of here!
But yeah, you gotta be careful what kind of laptops you buy.
Curses.
It's like
She's
I try to
really
do my
riled up this time.
research.
Hey, stop running! We'll never outrun a creature with wings!
It's like right now I'm
back here
running
and let's
2
fight.
laptops actually. Yeah, 370 was the sweet spot, so I'm like, I'm pretty happy with what I got for the moment. And it's probably I'm gonna need for quite a while.
Stop! All of you!
Chaska! Oh, wonderful! Quick, get rid of that thing!
Yeah, they're not they're not efficient. It's like I keep this thing plugged in and I have a fan running under it, so it's Daijoubu.
What's going on? Why isn't she doing anything?
So it really is you, sister.
Oni-chan?
Wait.
One-san?
sister? That
What?
Kukasaur is Chaska's sister?
Cheap. Yeah, you know, sometimes the stream gets hijacked. It do be like that sometimes.
Koya, wait!
Is Chaska gonna be okay? Should we go check on her?
Yeah, this girl be living out the Jungle Book. She got her dinosaur family and then her adopted family. It do be like that sometimes.
I'm fine. Sorry for making you worry.
You're not gonna keep following her?
No point.
I wasn't
She's
raised
an
by
expert at hiding her
dinosaurs.
tracks. Once she's shaken you off, you'll never catch up to her. At least, I always used to lose to her at hide and seek when we were kids.
When you were kids?
Well, yeah. You know I was raised by Kukasaurs. Anyway, she and I grew up in the nest together. Her name's Koya.
Yes, I am the
and she's
dino.
my
I am over
big
500
sister.
years old.
We
I am
played together
ancient
all
and
the time,
cryptic.
chasing each other through treetops or mountaintops. It felt like it would go on that way forever.
How could I be raised by
Until the day I was
dinosaurs?
sent back to live with the humans. Not
They
all
went out
Kukasaurs are
millions
friendly
of
towards
years
people.
ago.
Koya, for instance.
Yeah, she has
she's
basically
fine with me
Tarzan.
because we grew up around each other, but
Tarzan,
she's
Jungle
not
Book,
fond
take
of
your
other
pick.
humans. When Mom decided to send me away, Koya strongly protested, and after I left, she became more and more reluctant to interact with humans.
Maybe she thinks that humans stole you away from her.
Yeah, Tarzan raised by dinos. That's how. It just instead of swinging on vines,
In any
she
case, we
used
still
the
stayed best
fucking
friends at first. I had a hard time
gun
adjusting
jetpack to
life in the
fly
tribe.
everywhere.
So whenever something went wrong, I'd run off
What?
into the wild and vent to Koya.
Ah, so that's what Uncle Cusco was talking about.
How much was it again?
Said you seemed to prefer
I got it
hanging out with
on a
Saurians
discount
to your
for
own
$1,000.
kind back then.
On a discount.
Yeah, I did. But then, gradually, everything changed. With a new mom and dad, a new tribe, and Koichi, I started getting curious about these humans.
Yeah, did you forget
I made an
already?
effort to understand their behavior. The more time I spent with them, the less I spent with Koya. And then...
You might
one
buy it?
day, it was Koya's turn to leave the nest.
I don't know.
She sought me out and asked if I was willing to leave the tribe and go live in the wilderness with her. As far as I can remember.
I don't know if it's
that
even
was the
still in
first
stock
time
because
she
I
ever
bought it 2
approached a
years
human
ago.
settlement on
I
purpose.
don't know.
So, how did you answer her?
Like, yes,
I
the
wouldn't be standing here talking to you if I'd
jetpack.
said yes.
So futuristic. In other words, you turned her down?
No, I was torn. On the one hand, I'd already made up my mind to embrace my new family and accept my human identity.
Yes,
But I also
human,
knew that
she says
Koya
with elf
wasn't a fan of
ears.
humans, and I didn't want to disappoint her. She took my hesitation as an answer. She saw it as a personal betrayal, threw a huge fit, and then flew off. We hadn't seen each other since, well, until today. Not for a lack of trying, though. I tried asking Mom where Koya's new nest was so I could talk things out with her. But Koya had already asked Mom
Take
not
her
to tell me
cowboy
where
hat
she'd
and wear
moved
it.
to.
I wish.
It must be hard for Mom, being stuck between her two daughters. So I didn't press the issue. And I didn't go looking for her.
But after today's events...
If things carry on like this, I need to make sure I find her before anyone else. Even if she doesn't want to see me. For now, let's bring the wounded back
Yeah,
to the
you
tribe.
got her a
I'll
2400
see
gaming
what
laptop. It
Tota
only
and
lasted
Elder
2
Alba have in
years,
mind.
heating up so much, you know from experience. Yeah, no, you gotta take care of them. Otherwise, they won't last very long. Anyway, let me see here. Yeah, because I gotta take my potty break, so let me just, I could just do that. I wanted to put up the bar just in case I needed it. But yeah, I'm gonna take my potty break now. I'll be back after these messages. Alright, I'm back. Have any of those guys been unbanned? No. I don't think I've ever unbanned anyone. I think the only time I've ever unbanned anyone was when I ran a program to ban blacklisted bots, and a dude messaged me being like, I'm not a bot. And I was like, okay, if you're not a bot, I'll just unban you. And that was it. But trust me, that happens very few and far between. It's like, you really have to go out of line for me to ban you. It's like, I'm pretty forgiving. So don't worry about it. Don't panic. Don't stress over it. After tending the wounded, yeah.
I hear there's been another Kukasaur attack.
Gather for a meeting.
I knew it. They're wild
They
animals,
don't
and they
you
can't
don't
be
want to
trusted.
lose it. But no,
Hey,
don't worry about
show
it.
a
Just
little
don't make
respect.
any
The Kukasaurs are our partners.
like to put it very bluntly, don't make any sexual jokes towards me. That's it. You avoid that, you're good, and you never have to worry about it again.
Now that we have the phlogiston wings,
That's it.
do we
It's that
even
simple.
need the Kukasaurs anymore?
Are you kidding? How are we supposed to protect our tribe without them?
So it's like making jokes about tucking me
didn't
in.
mean it
That's
like
fine.
that.
I can put on a blankie. I can play along with that. But
Protect our tribe?
you know.
Or are you just scared that your precious flying squad will lose its prestigious position?
You take that back!
Just don't be dumb. Be smart.
Things are changing so quickly.
Tasca, there's a conflict emerging there. Aren't you going to nip it in the bud?
The whole tribe's talking
You
about
mentioned
this
Gang
now. A single fight won't solve
Tuck.
anything. The real source of conflict here is the phlogiston wings. And what happened with Koya.
Yeah,
On any
exactly.
other day, people would just brush this attack aside. After all, clashes between wild Kukasaurs and humans are no more common than those between people.
But now that the phlogiston wings have entered the equation, it's sparked a debate over whether our tribe needs the Kukasaurs at all.
I worry that we risk repeating the mistakes of the Cinder City. Back then, Lord Ochkon's hatred of
Your
the
brain is
Saurians
fried
nearly
after staying up so
destroyed
late.
the
No,
peace
it's
forged
fair.
by
I
the
figured it
Pyro
was just...
Archon.
Yeah, you weren't thinking.
To prevent things from deteriorating further, I'd like to task
It's like you slipped a
with
little
restoring
joke
peace to
that
the
that
tribe.
went a little too far. I figured it was just an accident. Don't worry about it. I
You've
forget.
already done
Like
so
I'm already,
much for
I'm
that
already over it.
And the Flower Feather clan has no right to ask more of you. But
It's like you're the one that needs to get tucked, Doom Guy. If you're being so weepy, like get your brain unfried. But yeah, say no more. I'm in. You start all over in Genshin again. Oh yeah, lost. It was back in February, so fresh start. Oh yeah. Well, at least you started when they updated with Inazuma, so you still got quite a bit of it. Yeah, self-talk. Yeah, Jessica's my friend. Of course I'm gonna help my friend.
Just leave this to us.
This whole situation has unfolded so quickly that it's put us on a back foot. To tell the truth, it makes me a little suspicious.
You think someone might have orchestrated all this?
It's
Tell
possible.
Pork Rolly Stinky. I will.
Leave it with me. I'll look into it. Also, Chaska, could you try to keep a low profile while you're out there digging
Like he
around?
may or may not. He's
don't want
either
to give our hand
AFK on
away.
the guitar
I'll do
or
my
gone
best.
to Eep. Cosmic's probably eeping because he's sick.
Where should we start?
This all began with Koya's attack.
But I can handle myself today.
If we can find out what led her to do it, that should give us something to work with.
But will she even talk to us?
Unlikely, given how she
Yeah,
reacted
yeah,
when I
we'll
showed
take care
up.
of that.
I
Don't
think she's
worry.
forgiven me. If you want to resolve a conflict through dialogue, sometimes
Oh,
you need a
rearranging your meds.
third-party
Yeah,
facilitator.
take your meds. Take your meds. Take your
Let's
meds.
go
Take your
see my
meds. Take your
mom.
meds. Yeah, med cabinet maintenance. Yeah, it's like since I'm going on my trip tomorrow, I was like, I too had to organize the pills. Where's the quest? Oh, it's over there. Oh, goodness. It's all the way over there. Yeah, that's why I'm not streaming tomorrow. I'm going on a trip for the rest of the week, so no stream Thursday and no stream Saturday. On YouTube, I'm gonna have the spicy archive video will finally be up. Finally. It'll have timestamps and everything, so if you want to just skip to the part where I'm screaming from horrible pain, That'll be there. And then,
Bow your head.
Stop that. And then Saturday, I'll have a clip compilation out, so there'll be things around, just on the YouTubes. Twitch, though, I won't be back till Tuesday. But next week's my birthday! Yippee! I'm gonna do a birthday stream! I was spamming X. I shouldn't have been spamming X. Still trying to figure out this bird thing.
Wow, so this is where you used to live as a child?
Mm-hmm. When I was little, we used to do this thing where I'd jump from the top of this tree, and Koya would fly over from the platform and catch me in midair. Or sometimes we'd both fly from the treetop together, and then after some aerial maneuvering, she'd throw me up onto that platform. After we got a bit older, we went to the nearby shores looking for even greater heights.
Stop! You're gonna give Paimon a heart attack!
Oh, really? I just thought it made a fun story.
I liked it.
Then I'll share more with you when there's time. Anyway, back to the matter at hand.
Keep! Keep!
Hey, Mama Bird. I'm back. My last visit was only a week ago, wasn't it? See? I visit you more than I visit Papa Cusco. I brought a couple of friends with me. These are the Traveler and Paimon. Traveler, Paimon. This is my mom. Her name is Chimpu. In the human tongue, anyway.
Keep!
Hi.
Do you understand the Syrian language?
No, not really. I don't speak it as such, but I can sort of get the gist. Although only with Mom and Koya, since I spent my formative years with them. Even
okay.
Though, it's basically a best guess based on
It's
their
like, I don't even know how to
sounds, body
communicate with
language, and
them.
expressions. Seems to work about 9 times out of 10, anyway. As for whether Mom understands
enough.
me, I can't always tell. But somehow we still manage to communicate. Call it the family bond, I guess. Don't worry. I'm doing well, but I think Koya might be in some trouble.
Asuka explains the situation to Chimpu through a series of gestures.
I know she's never been a fan of
playing
humans,
charades with
but
the fucking bird.
She's never deliberately attacked them before either. What's behind this sudden change?
Keep.
Does, Auntie Chimpu know anything?
Doesn't look like it. Koya hasn't visited her in a long time. Then, could you please tell me where she's living nowadays? I really need to talk to her. If this animosity between her and the tribe continues, then the next time there's an incident, I don't know if I'll make it there in time.
What'd she say?
She said she'll take us there. Thank you, Mom.
Gotta go to the heckin' bird. Oh, they're all the way over there. Oh, God. Ah. Like, how am I even gonna get over there? Oh, God. This is where the game says, oh, you didn't get the shark girl? Well, get fucked. Unless... Oh, wait, I can fly there. Alright. I'm taking that option. Okay, I can speed up too. Okay. Cool. I think we're okay. Oh, and there's the fish guys anyway, but I'll just... It's like, that's the alternative is using those guys, but... I think I'll be okay with the bird. Maybe. Oh, God. Like, I saw I was running out of stamina. Oh, no. Maybe I should have taken the shark people. Oh, no. What have I done? Am I gonna make it? I'm almost there. Just a little more. I made it! Woo! I didn't blow up.
This is a really remote location. Because she was trying to get as far away from humans as possible.
Yeep.
We stay here? Okay. Got it. Traveler. Paimon. Mom says we should stay out of sight for now. She'll talk to Koya first. Koya is very hostile toward humans right now. So if we show up unannounced, it might just make things worse.
They got it. Cheap. Cheap. Cheap.
Any idea what they're saying?
Sounds like things are more complicated than I imagined. There's evidence in this area suggesting that Koya might have been the victim of a human attack. What? No.
What's wrong?
It's Chime, Koya's child. The attackers kidnapped her.
Oh no, not the
Came over
baby.
the sea, under the cover of night, and they took Chime.
No, we gotta save the baby.
Who would do such a thing?
I searched day and night and finally found them.
Like, when she says them, does she mean... Oh no! Stop shooting the arrows!
Yeah! Topal's contraption is working like a charm. Got her in one.
Oh, we're beating this guy's
there's
up.
another one. Wait, is that the one that got away last time?
Who cares? Just get them all. T'Pol pays us per catch. Joska?
Oh yeah, they're in
How
trouble
did you
now.
get here? Quick, stop her!
Don't you even think about running away!
Gotcha. One blast! And we kick your ass.
Don't come any closer, or I'll... Go, phlogiston wings! Take me out of here!
Uh-oh, looks like it malfunctioned.
This is bad. Mom and Koya are already injured. And if that thing explodes right next to them...
Help! Elemental energy suppresses it! Please, someone!
Get back!
It's still going, and it's getting worse.
Guess we need a more permanent solution. All right then.
Yeet! Asuka throws the malfunctioning tracks ball in the distance. A moment later, a huge explosion rings out from the ocean.
That was too close. I thought I was gonna die.
That can still be arranged.
Answer us honestly. Were you the ones who attacked Koya before?
I am... No, it was...
Well, she says it was you.
If you still wanted to die, we have other ways of making you talk.
Just tell me, who sent you here?
It was T'Pol. He told us to catch all the wild Kukasaurs we can find, and he also said that this Kukasaur has become a thorn in his side, so it needs dealing with urgently.
T'Pol? Huh. Sounds familiar. But where from?
So where's he now?
Well, he tends to send his orders in writing. He pretty much never communicates with us in person. When he does, he wears a mask to hide his face. And whenever we trade Kukasaurs for phlogiston wings, we deal with his henchmen.
So you didn't even make those wings?
All we did was slap some labels on them and transport them over here, to make them look like they're imported.
To make it harder to trace their origins.
Why does he want you to catch him?
I don't know, honest!
Well, that's mighty convenient, huh? What about if I held a gun to your head? Would that change your answer?
Ooh, Yankee.
No need. I'm sorry. I'll tell you everything I know. T'Pol doesn't tell us much, but he always stresses that he wants them alive. So that gives us some clues. This is just a best guess, of course, but we suspect that the gaseous phlogiston stored in the track balls is
The
drawn
gas
directly
balls?
from the Kukasaurs.
What?
Huh? Ah! Beep.
Easy now. You're still injured. Hey, keep talking.
Yes, ma'am. So, the gaseous phlogiston has to be highly refined in order to power the phlogiston wings. The slightest imperfection can have disastrous consequences, as you just witnessed. But the Kukasaurs have a natural ability to process gaseous phlogiston. So, if you use them as an intermediary, then...
The bird's fucking pissed.
That's enough. So the Kukasaurs you took, where are they now?
T'Pol should have them. But no one knows where he's based, apart from him and his henchmen. We've tried looking for it ourselves, even followed them a few times. But we always end up losing track
Imagine
of
if he
them.
had in the booth to watch them, dude, like, making all those bird
Maybe
noises.
they're hiding up in the sky?
I guess this means we can't go after the ringleader yet.
T'Pol. T'Pol. I'm sure I've heard that name. Maybe it was...
Jaska, Traveler!
Yes, hello.
That voice! It's Oppa!
Yes, hello. Welcome back. We already caught the guys.
Elder Alba? What brings you all the way out here?
Well, I was patrolling nearby when I heard the sound of an explosion.
Yeah, we'll let you know what's going on. T'Pol be taking them birds.
I don't believe it.
Elder Alba, does the name T'Pol ring a bell to you? I feel like I've seen it written down before. Maybe in a list of candidates for the flying trials?
Huh? So he's a member of your tribe then?
No. If he was a member of the Flower Feather Clan, I'd definitely know him.
Shall we head back to the tribe and do some investigating?
Now that you mention it, I do remember a young man from outside our tribe who came to participate in our flying trials once. You were away on a mission at the time, which is probably why you don't remember him. He was a craftsman from the Children of Echoes, but he'd always dreamed of soaring the skies. So he wanted to join our flying squad.
The Children of Echoes? That's right.
But despite his best efforts, he unfortunately failed to pass the trial and gain the Kukasaur's approval. In the end, he went wingless and returned dejected to the Children of Echo.
Wingless, huh? Maybe he invented the phlogiston wings to get revenge on the Kukasaurs.
Maybe?
Perhaps. Or maybe it's simply his way of dealing
Or maybe
with
he's
his
just like,
regrets over his past flying
oh, there's like,
endeavors.
if I can't,
Either way,
if they don't want
it
me,
doesn't
I'll just
excuse the
capture them
abuse
and
of the
keep them
Kukasaurs.
forever.
I'm gonna take these guys back and expose the truth to the tribe.
If
It's
I
time for
can't
this
have them,
conflict to
nobody
end.
can.
Easy, Chaska. Remember what I said about keeping a low profile? The ringleader still hasn't shown himself, and this man's allegation about powering the phlogiston wings with Kukasaurs is only speculation. Bringing these men to the tribe now won't win over any current supporters of the phlogiston wings. In fact, it may even escalate the conflict further. After all, many are mistrustful of the Kukasaurs after recent events.
Is that why T'Pol waited until now to try to capture my sister?
I don't know. I mean, he did tell us to spread negative rumors about the Kukasaurs and slip some Mora to anyone opposed to...
But Koya only attacked humans because they stole her child!
Yeah, so give the baby back.
Nevertheless, we will be hard-pressed to change people's minds while emotions are running high. Unless we have irrefutable evidence.
You mean we need to catch T'Pol himself?
Bravo! My thoughts exactly. In the meantime, leave these men with me. I'll escort them back to the tribe. I'll take the other members of their crew into custody, too. They won't get another chance to stir up trouble.
Fair enough. I guess finding T'Pol is gonna be the key to resolving this conflict. Let's hope the Children of Echoes have some info on him. Sorry, whatever it is, it'll have to wait till this is all blown over. I have to fix this situation before it spirals out of control. Mom, sis, rest up and get well soon. I gotta fly.
Fly to the sky, girl. Everyone departs, leaving only the birds. If you're worried, go ahead and follow her. Don't worry about me. Mom can take care of herself. Got it. Fly on, free bird. Alright, it brought us back here. Sure, that works.
So Alpa says that T'Pol's from the Children of Echoes. But how do we track him down? Just ask around until we find him?
Let's start by talking to someone we know. It'll be faster that way. At this time and place, I'll bet the easiest person to find is... Wakey, wakey, Shilonen!
Hey, it's your girl!
Oh, it's you. Okay, give me a second. I'll come down.
Good to see you, girl. Yeah, traveler listening to animals expect to understand, like, I can't speak their language. Seems like you both love climbing trees.
I climb trees to fly further and see farther. I don't usually stop for a nap.
It's like you two have so much in common.
Well, we're not all like you. Always full of energy, even after flying around all day. Yeah. So, you've come all this way and interrupted my precious nap time. Might I inquire as to, why?
I'm sorry, Shilonen, but it couldn't wait. Does the name T'Pol mean anything to you? He's a craftsman, apparently.
Huh. T'Pol. Yeah, that rings a bell. I think that's Puma's child.
Is he in the tribe right now?
Nope, I'm afraid you're a few years too late. Why are you looking for him?
Long story. You try to explain it simply and briefly.
Huh, phlogiston wings. Wow, okay. The kid actually pulled it off. Well, looks like, no more rest for me today.
Pulled it off? You mean he's tried making something like this before?
Yeah, he started trying to build a flying machine right after he got back from the Flower Feather clan.
Like, I warned you about them flying machines.
So right after he went wingless, then. Was this flying machine anything like the gun you made me?
You mean your gun that's harder to tame than the proudest Kukasaur? No, he wanted to build something that allows
so
anyone
Shilonen made
to
her
fly
gun.
freely,
Hog.
even if they're not naturally gifted. But he never got very far back then, though. Blew up his workshop a few times and barely made it out alive. I never really kept up with him after
They're making
that.
an anime of this. How many episodes
His
would it
parents
be?
traveled a lot in their youth.
I don't know. It really depends. I mean,
But they
for all we
settled in a
know, they
remote
could just be
area and
like,
don't interact
fuck you,
with
you're
other
getting a
people
prequel.
much. Which means
And
most
then they could
people
make
in
it
the
as many
tribe
episodes
don't
as they
know
want.
them very well. Your best
Like with the
bet is to chat
twins.
to his direct family. I'll go get Puma. Wait for me in front of the workshop. I won't be long.
But if they wanted to adapt the game story itself, well, I imagine season 1 would just be, Mondstadt and Leeway. Like a retelling of that. Like that you could squeeze into a 12-episode block. If they stretched it out to more like 24 episodes, you could probably do that plus Inazuma. On top of all the stuff that happened in between with Dawn's Leaf and everything. But I think that's as far as they could go for the moment. A short while later, at the workshop.
I'm back. Allow me to introduce T'Pol's mother, Puma.
Hello,
So I guess it really just depends on what they actually plan on doing
I don't want
exactly.
to spend any longer talking about that boy than I have to.
huh?
I disowned him long ago. He is no child of mine. All he cared about was his pipe dream of reaching the sky. Oh, we tried to talk sense into him, but he was
Reach for the
obsessed.
sky!
And then when he left us, he spouted some nonsense about building a workshop in the sky to avoid the constant criticism of us ground dwellers.
Ground dwellers, okay.
He left his notebook behind. Whatever questions you have, you can look for them in there. I am done talking about him. He's no son of mine. He never called me Mom anyhow.
Cool, let us take care of the fact that you failed to raise him properly. Sure, whatever.
Wow, they've really fallen out. Paimon sure wasn't expecting that.
Her husband, T'Pol's father, he passed away recently, and T'Pol didn't even bother to show his face at the funeral. If you ask me, that was probably the final straw for Puma. I'll go keep her company.
Like,
if there's anything
still.
else you need, just come and find me.
She doesn't have to be so mean about it. My goodness.
Okay, so this notebook is the only lead we've got now, right? What's in there?
Log. Okay, so that's the flying machine. Log number 97. The experiment was a failure. As expected, the technology of the Cinder City was not so easily replicated. The floating device, bereft of the relic support, fell quickly. Is that a power output issue or a weight issue? It seems like we'll have to rely on components obtained from Cinder City for the time being. Those blasted brutish boars, how dare they question my ideals? Just a few smashed workshops. If we cannot even take such a minuscule risk, how could we ever surpass our predecessors? Whatever. The relic remains within my possession. As long as I continue my research, I'll surely make progress. Even Father and Puma refuse to support me now. Put up to it by those Vulgarians in the tribe, I'm sure. But so what? So if no one in this world supports me, I have my own ways. It is time to leave this place. My dream is the entire sky itself.
Some early designs for
I remember hearing they're planning an anime. Yeah, no, like I said,
workshop.
well, they just announced that they were in production for it, so it could still be a while before we get anything. And like I said, it really depends on how they actually go about it.
But that's such a big project for one person. Do we think he actually pulled it off?
Like, look at the sketch. Have we seen that somewhere before?
Oh, yes. The one from the trial arena that was super high up.
So I was like, my guess is
that balloon has been there for a while.
For an initial release.
Everyone's been wondering how it got up there, but
either 12 episodes Mondstadt Leeway or 24 Mondstadt Leeway, Inazuma, and any interludes in between.
And it only descended to its current height due to some kind of malfunction.
In other words, it could be. And that's assuming it's not actually like a prequel or something.
If T'Pol's base had been hiding above the clouds this whole time, that would definitely explain why Isidore couldn't find it.
I totally called it! But how do we get up there? Jaska, can you even fly that high?
By myself?
Like, probably the biggest difficulty is going to be how do we squeeze in so many characters into the show?
I doubt even Phlogiston
We're going to be like, why isn't this character here?
At least, not without that relic T'Pol mentioned in his notebook.
Yeah, and he's probably holding on to it. Well,
yeah, it's just the game keeps updating with more updates. Yeah, so I don't know. They confirmed it's based on the story thus far. Oh, okay. Then, like I said, it's probably going to be
That's way beyond Paimon's altitude.
a couple nations at a time, adapted.
Go up there and take on T'Pol all by herself.
It's like Mondstadt and Leeway are short compared to the
think of
other
a solution
parts,
doesn't mean
so
no one else
that's
can.
why I'm like, you can squeeze
not the
them
only
into
flying
12
expert
episodes,
in
no
my tribe,
problem.
Oh, good point. We should go ask Elder Oppa.
And Mutoda.
Like, everything
He was
else,
quite the
though, would need, like,
flying
their
back in
own
the day, too.
12-episode season.
Let's head back and see what they suggest.
Yeah, Dendra's pretty long. It's like, I hope the time loop dream sequence is only one episode. I really hope so. I hope they don't pull an if they do adapt that, I hope they don't pull an endless 8 with that shit. Like, please no. Don't do it. Just have it be one episode.
Chaska, you're finally back. Things are getting really tense in the tribe. Have you made any headway with your investigation?
Could pull a Doctor Strange.
Some people even think we arrested the merchants just to support the flying squad and crack down on the phlogiston wings.
If things are still escalating, even though we've rounded up the merchants, maybe there are other parties out there fanning the
We
flames
found
too.
some promising leads, but there's a major obstacle standing between us and the irrefutable evidence we need.
This explains what you found out about T'Pol and your theory about the
A
workshop.
relic from the Cinder City? So Ochkon's still managing to sow discord, even after all these years.
An airborne workshop and a hot air balloon above the trial arena. And that's where you're trying to get to now?
Any ideas how we can get there?
Neither phlogiston wings nor a Kukusaur can take you that high up. Do you really think that's where T'Pol is hiding?
You know what? There might just be a way.
Really?
Do you still remember those spouts in the arena? When they were all blocked, the gaseous phlogiston was trapped and unable to flow. But now, it's flowing freely. If we were to block them up again...
You mean all of them except the one at the very top of the arena? To build
Yeah,
up
the
pressure
boss
there.
fights would be insane.
Precisely. With all the gaseous
Would be
phlogiston
cool.
flowing through one spout, it would create a high-pressure wind current.
And then we just ride it up into the sky!
Yes, it has its risks, but with Chaska's abilities, I think she could manage it.
It's an extremely risky approach. But I agree that it's feasible.
If you want to give it a try, check with Inkanak at the trial grounds. She can explain how to block the spouts. Chaska, if anyone has a hope of seizing this evidence from the high heavens, it is you.
We want suggestive wings.
You hurry to the trial area and explain the situation.
Goodness me, that is a very bold idea.
Maybe so, but we have to act fast. What's the quickest way for us to block off the spouts?
From a technical perspective, I'd have to advise taking some measurements and carefully planning this out first. But I'm guessing that's not what you want to hear.
Correct.
Then we'll have to take the rough and ready approach. See the solid phlogiston over there? Our prior inspections revealed that some kind of stable structure has formed inside, making it highly damage resistant. It's not without its weak points, but unless they're all struck at the same time, the structural integrity won't be threatened.
So let's become Chaska again and blow them the fuck up. Let's go.
It'll collapse.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, you got it. As long as you hit all the weak spots at once from the right angle, the solid phlogiston will fall right on top of the spout and block it up.
You're right about rough and ready. Sounds like my kind of plan.
All right, let's go. Where is it? Yeah, I know. It's like, I don't blame you for like wondering how many episodes it could be. And at the same time, it's like, I'm thinking also, yeah, there's not only like a lot of story, but there's a lot of characters. So that's why I'm like I said, Mondstadt and Liyue can be combined into like one part together, but then the rest of the nations should probably get their own season, like 12 episode block. And they would not only cover the main story, but anything about the characters that they want to cover as well. That would probably be the best way to do it, is just have like a nation per season. So if Mondstadt and Liyue are combined, and you have the 7 nations, that starts out as 6. And then assuming that afterwards, there's some kind of grand finale, that could be like a movie or something.
Let's fly. It actually worked! But wait, how are Paimon and the Travelers supposed to get up there?
Another thing is, I'm pretty sure it's UFO table,
She's
and they also
actually
gotta
been
finish
following us this whole time.
Demon Slayer. So I think they're taking their time because they know they gotta finish other stuff anyway. They should come join us.
Well, probably because she didn't want to get too close to humans. Or maybe just
Yeah,
me.
the character's a bit of a problem, but not a
Right
big
now,
deal.
We need her power.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they'll squeeze in what they can. It's like really they only need the vital characters. Like obviously the Archon people and any other characters that
Yes,
are involved in
up
the
there.
main story.
That's probably
There's
where
plenty
Chimney
of
is.
characters
All right,
that aren't
let's go have a
involved
little
in the
talk
main
with this
Archon
T'Pol.
quest that exist in the world. and thus they aren't necessary for an adaptation, even though people will be like, but I wanted to see them in the anime. It's like, there's no guarantee. I gotta get on the hot air. Oh god, what's happening? Oh god, taking an elevator up. Oh my god, whoa! All right, we're here now.
Haven't ever flown that fast before. She feels so ready to throw up.
At least we made it in one piece.
Aha. Just as I thought. It might look like a regular hot air balloon from the outside, but up close, it's clearly been heavily remodeled. And sure enough, it only descended below the cloud line because the custom-built machinery malfunctioned.
Can you tell what the issue is?
I should be able to figure it out with DePaul's notebook. Thankfully, I know a little DIY from fixing up my guns when they're having issues. That should just about do it. Now all it needs is a nice hard kick.
Maybe in your guns, but we're really moving.
It's like, cause say like season 1's all about Mondstadt. No, Mondstadt's really short. Making season 1 just Mondstadt would be a bad idea.
Here it is, the workshop in the sky. Oh, you gotta see it to believe it.
Like having Mondstadt just be all of season 1 just be Mondstadt would be a really bad idea.
Well, according to the notebook, the platform
I would
beneath us
say
runs
make
on
Mondstadt like
components from
4
the Cinder
episodes
City.
and Leeway
Those
8
can't be
episodes.
mass-produced. Also, I have some doubts about its mobility after seeing how it moved just now. For someone like DePaul who dreams of flying freely, this definitely doesn't cut it.
Yeah, another problem is you have other characters popping up. Yeah, no, that's why I'm like, they would have to condense it down to the ones that are actually relevant to the story. Like for Mondstadt, you would have Barbara, and Jean, and Kaya. You can come and go freely from this workshop. So Mika wouldn't even be there. He might make like a little cameo, but he wouldn't really be important to the story. For example, because Mika wasn't introduced until way later in Mondstadt. So he probably wouldn't even be in the anime adaptation. Yeah, Noelle, Amber. Well, obviously Amber has to be in it. She's a main. She's important to the main.
Seems like the merchants were right.
She's important to the main story. She's the first character you run into, so she has to be there. But characters that came after, like I said, like Mika, not necessary. Gotta save the birds. Get those character stories, but it's like, again, that depends on what they plan, how they plan on approaching it. Because if they want to cover the the character quests for every fucking character, they're gonna make up 500 episodes. They can't do that. That's not practical.
It becomes too weak to move. We'll have to come back for these ones after dealing with DePaul.
There's another book here.
Let me see.
No, I really think if they want to adapt the main story, they're going to only stick to the main story, and that's
I was
it.
finally able to launch the airborne workshop. Even though it relies on the relic for 80% of its power supply, I've at least taken the first step. Log number 348. Research on the relic is progressing well. I should be able to replicate the technology and scale up production very soon. Has proposed a name for this groundbreaking invention, the Phlogiston Wings.
It's like, unfortunately, it does mean characters
I'm getting
like my
close.
boy Ito
Soon
probably
I will
won't
achieve
appear
my
in the anime
dreams.
unless it's like a little
Log number
break episode
377.
where they're like, yeah,
Encountered
let's
some
have the funny
issues with
haha
their new,
man
smaller
break up all the
model
war
phlogiston
shit going
wings.
on,
The
but
gaseous phlogiston showed
I'm
some
not optimistic because
volatility during the
he's
refinement
a character that
process.
was introduced after. But no, wait, if they adapt
Thinks
the
we should
chasm,
proceed at a
that's
more
canon,
cautious
isn't it?
pace
So
with
he
the
would
refinement
appear, so
experiments.
never mind.
After
That's
so
another
many
thing, is like
past
sometimes you're like, oh,
failures,
this character's not
I
going to
have
be
to
canon in the
prove
main story, and
that
you're
I
like,
will
no, wait,
succeed
they were in
this
this one
time.
thing, so again, there's so many things to
Log
factor
number
in.
114 ran an experiment using
One Piece is
Koopasaurs
100,
to refine
is
gaseous
1,000,
phlogiston.
yeah, I know it
It
is,
was
but
a success. Log number
Yeah,
117.
no, it's like no
I
side
started
quests,
recruiting
no.
merchants and hunters to capture wild Kukasaurs.
It's like it depends on
Log
how
number
much
121.
unlimited budget works
Major
wants to work
breakthrough
on
in the
it.
efficiency of phlogiston yield.
Like, look, a lot of gacha games have been adapted into anime before, and they're usually not super good. Now, based on the context,
Yeah,
it should be someone's
probably
name.
the contact he alluded to in his other notebook. Guess he has a benefactor.
It's like usually they're like
Did anyone else notice how the
what they need to be. Oh, but yes, Domo Queen Ice Raider, welcome. Thank you for the raid. Domo, welcome. I'll give you a shout out really quick. We're trying to free the birds, and the tone seemed to change a lot too.
We haven't got time for textual
Get you
analysis, I'm afraid.
shout out.
Grab the notebook and let's press on.
Yes, welcome raiders. Bloody Daloon, Kitsune, Hunter / Animal Tamer. I think I spelled your name right. And yeah, like I said, we're playing the Genshin. So yeah, welcome. Thank you for the raid. If you gotta eat or sleep or whatever, go ahead. Otherwise, kick back,
Never seen
relax,
one
and
of
enjoy
these
the
before.
show.
Looks like this
Oh,
was built
Domo
with the
Reaper,
Cinder City
welcome. Good to see you
components,
again. Welcome. How you doing? Woo. But yeah, it's like we're trying to save some birds being stolen by a stinky man who's like, I want to fly in the skies. And it's like, well, don't do like that. Well, thank you for the follow. Domo, welcome. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Hope you had a good time with your stream. Hope you had a good time with the Fortnites. Or whatever the kids are into.
What's that mechanism doing?
It's asking for a nice hard kick where it hurts. Aim for the weak spot.
Reaper sent you here. Yeah, no, I remember Reaper. He came to my charity stream, so thanks for leading the raid here. Can't I jump off? There we go. Yeah, like I said, if you gotta eat or sleep or whatever, go ahead. Otherwise, kick back, relax, and enjoy the pew-pews and the animes.
It's T'Pol's henchman. He must have brought them here using the relic and his prototype wings. Watch out!
You've been lurking since the stream started? Okay, cool. Yeah, so you saw that I did the interlude. Now I'm doing Chaska's quest, you know. Like just quest things. Yeah, we were also talking about how many episodes Genshin would have if it was an anime. Because it's supposed to get an anime, so we were like thinking about like factoring in the characters and the main story. I'm thinking if they're probably gonna just do like Mondstadt and Liyue in one season, and then just the nations each all get their own season after that, because Mondstadt's really short.
Log number 403.
But Shadow
Introduce
Man
me
pointed
to some
out
new
like there are a bunch of
comrades who
characters
fully
whose
support
stories
my
could be
ideas.
expanded on, but that does depend on
I told them that some
whether or not they
Saurians are
want to
blessed with
spend a whole
wings,
season in
and
Mondstadt. I
some
don't think they
people
would want
with
to.
Natural gifts, while the less
You need to play
fortunate
more.
among
Fair
us
enough.
can
Yeah,
only
catch
look
up.
on
It's like Natlan's out
longingly
now, so
as
it's like
they
almost all
seize
the nations are
skies.
out.
But I also told them that
This is a
progress
side
can
quest, so you
erase
don't have to worry about
individual
spoilers.
differences.
This is
Think
just
of
for a character. The
tools
characters
humanity
all
has
have
made
like
to
their own little
fight back
quests.
against wild beasts. The
Yeah, part
law
of
we have put
Natlan.
in place to
Yeah, this is
even
like
the
part
playing
2.
fields between the
The
strong
nations are
and
usually
the
released
weak.
in like 3 parts.
I promised them that our research will be the new frontier of human progress. With our phlogiston wings, the power of flight will no longer be for a select few to enjoy. Imagine a world where the skies are for all to share. I only hope.
It was
that when
released
we
as a whole
finally
story,
achieve
but they're
this
changing it
goal,
up ever since Dendro. Yeah,
you'll be
no,
proud of
they.
me.
It's like what
Imagine
what
a world
happened
where the
was
skies are for all to
Inazuma's was way too rushed,
What a
and
wonderful
that
world
upset
that
a
would
lot
be.
of people.
If only it were
So
possible.
they learned from
could
that and
respond
now take their
faster.
sweet time.
And so many tragedies could be prevented. But T'Pol.
Because before they stuck
What
to a
about the
very strict
Saurians are
3-act
draining dry of
structure.
phlogiston?
Now we get more like
You're not
5 or
sharing the
6
sky.
acts now.
You're stealing it. Bad move.
You can't
I
steal
won't
the
let you
sky.
get
That's
away with it.
illegal. Jessica?
I'm fine. Let's keep moving. I don't think we'll find anything else here.
Like, my girl Kokomi was done dirty, but at least her character quest made up for it. Like, that would be a benefit of Inazuma having its own season, is they could actually expand on the war that was going on there a little bit more. since we didn't get a whole lot of it. It's like we showed up, people were fighting, people suddenly started dying, and we're like, hey, Raiden, can you not? And then things happened, and Kazuha wielded the power of friendship and all that, you know. Oh, okay, kicked in. I wasn't sure. Yeah, I meant like they did do a donation to meet the Archon already and beat its main story, but after that they did like the desert area. Yeah, no, the desert really isn't important to the main story of Sumeru. Like, it's important lore-wise, but like for the main conflict is primarily in the forest area. So yeah, you're right. It's like, yes, it's like now with Natlin, it's like you have to explore everything if you want to continue with the story. What's going on here? I see the chest here. I'm confused. Oh wait, I see another thing. Like, okay, I get it now. Okay. Yeah, no, if they kept going with what they did, with, like, Inazuma, we would have just mostly stuck to Cinder City.
So many Kukasaurs.
So it is good that they're letting us
Right now,
explore and
we have to
expand and
focus
all
on
that.
solving this problem at the source.
Yeah, because they did a tease at Archon already for Nala and she's a redhead, but Cryo's still a mystery.
like we've
Yeah,
reached the
no,
center of the
like
workshop.
Cryo will find out next year.
Let's search this area for now. If we still can't find Chime,
Yeah. You split up and begin your search.
Chaska, Traveler, come quick!
what is it? Did you find Chime?
Not yet, but look! It's another one of T'Pol's notebooks!
Well, let's read it. Man just leaves his diary out in the open. Might as well read it. Yeah, because next year they could finish Natlin before... Oh, yeah, no, they have a pretty strict release schedule with their nations.
Without telling. This is the final obstacle to the success of the Phlogiston Wings project. We cannot.
So no, we're
fall
definitely
at the last hurdle.
going to get
Log number 436.
we're definitely gonna get
Earlier
Shizhnaya next
today,
year.
Suggested using Kukasaurs as an intermediary to extract refined
Yeah, Shizhnaya.
phlogiston. It's certainly feasible, but anyway, as long as our secret experiment succeeds, I'm sure won't bring it up again. Log number 443. We will conduct the experiment tomorrow. Birthday is coming up, so hopefully we'll have a birthday surprise for her. Log number 444.
Huh? Why is this log empty?
I guess whoever wrote down the log number was prevented from recording the results.
There's more. Let's keep reading. Might as well get this entire dude's
Log
backstory,
number-
I guess.
We lost many comrades in the accident. Among them are friends, lovers, and children.
Yeah, so we'll get to finally see more of the Fatui.
But we cannot stop now. We will keep their legacy alive and carry their dreams forward. As of today, we are scrapping the artificial refinement method. Instead, we will focus all our efforts on phlogiston extraction from live Kukasaurs. They are arrogant beasts whose existence in the wild serves no one but themselves. Their true worth lies in their sacrifice for the sake of human progress. To facilitate our operations, we will gradually move the airborne workshop closer to the Flower Feather clan, even as we continue to expand it. All this we do to create a world where the skies are for all of humanity to share. All this we do to make T'Pol's dream a reality.
Wait, what?
Given the way this is written, not to mention the fact that the numbering has started over from 0, it kinda sounds like this is someone new. Does that mean that T'Pol's already...
But in that case, who have we been pursuing?
There's also a letter tucked in the end of the notebook. It's from Puma.
T'Pol, I don't know where you are right now, so I don't know how to reach you. My best bet is to send this letter to the Flower Feather clan. Your father is gravely ill. Oh, I know we've had our differences in the past, but he is still your father. Won't you come and
Yeah,
visit
most
him?
subtle bad guy monologue again should be like, yeah, right?
I know you
Like,
never
yeah, let
liked
me
him and
explain
cared even less
everything.
for me. All you ever yearned for is the sky. And your birth mother. But we'll still be waiting here for you if you do come back. This may be the last chance you'll get to see your father.
Oh, so she really did care.
So Puma's
To a
not
point.
T'Pol's real mom? Huh. Well, she did say he never called her mom, but Paimon assumed she was just venting.
We know that T'Pol's father passed away quite recently, and this letter looks recent. By contrast, the writing in this notebook is old and faded. It looks like the real reason T'Pol didn't attend his father's funeral is because he'd long since passed away himself.
Then the birth mother?
If we ask ourselves why this letter was sent to the Flower Feather clan, why T'Pol always yearned for the sky, and how he got his hands on a relic from the Cinder City, it all points to one answer.
That's right. T'Pol was my child. He was born during my days as a wingless wanderer.
Ah.
His birth gave me new hope. I wanted to become the kind of mother who spent her days as a valiant rider, soaring the skies. Not an aimless, wingless nobody, but his father wanted to settle down, to give his child a safe, sheltered life in his tribe. We fought about it constantly, until the love we once had for each other was gone. He started a new family, with another traveler who was also looking to return home.
Alpa!
And I went back to the Flower Feather clan. Alone.
It's kind
I
of tied
had
to the
no
main
idea
story,
that
finding
despite
about his
being raised
sister.
among the children of Echoes,
Yeah, that's another
my
thing. They also have
child
to
still harbored
adapt all the
dreams of
Dawn Sleep
skies.
interludes.
Can you imagine, Chaska? The joy and surprise I felt when he showed up at my door, asking to join the flying trials. Or how proud I was when he said he wanted to prove his own worth, rather than relying on my position as elder. And then the anguish that overcame me when he was rejected by the Kukusaurs and became wingless, just as I had after my injury.
You've got a lot of nerve showing your face here.
Yeah.
Don't take this the wrong way, Chaska. I'm not here for a fight. I just want to talk. Isn't that your preferred way to resolve things? I trust you've learned of T'Pol's wish on your way here. A world where the skies are for all of humanity to share. If only his dream can be realized, no one will ever have to lose their wings again. Our aerial prowess will be greater than ever before. War will never again come at such a great cost. The loss of Koichi is a tragedy that need never be repeated.
Don't say
So
her
tell me,
name.
Chaska.
You
Do
stinky
you really
lady.
wish to see the
Stealing the
phlogiston
birds.
wings forever
How
grounded
dare.
and gathering dust?
Nothing you've said excuses all the conflict you've caused.
Yeah.
You mean the argument back at the tribe? It was a necessary measure. Sometimes this is the only way to accelerate the pace of progress. Is a mother harming her children when she coaxes them into swallowing a bitter pill? Of course not. It is a brief moment of suffering for the greater good, and the child would come to understand this.
This
in
is
due
not the greater
course.
good. This is the greater
phlogiston
bad.
wings are that bitter pill. We will never progress as a tribe if we cling to the scraps the Kukusaurs offer us. Once the people have embraced the phlogiston wings, they will never look back. Even if they learn how the refined phlogiston is sourced, they will convince themselves that the sacrifice of a few cucosaurs is a small price to pay for our dominion over the skies. But this I had not anticipated. I barely had the chance to introduce the phlogiston wings to the tribe before you found this place.
Yeah, well, you know,
plan was
we're able
hardly
to
foolproof.
fly, so you were able to find it.
Yet, it can still be salvaged. Chaska, traveler, you are the hope of humanity. I'm sure you have your doubts about my methods, but know that my love for humanity and for Natlan is genuine. You know me, Chaska.
You might
And
love
you know
humanity,
that
but
I've
you sure
always
hate
treated
birds.
everyone in the Flower Feather clan as my own children, as fellow humans. Surely you can understand my perspective.
You wish.
Alpa, Natlan doesn't belong to humans alone. And truthfully, neither do I. How many times has the Abyss invaded Natlan now? And yet despite how much stronger it is than us, Natlan still stands as a nation of humans and Saurians. Peace imposed by force will crumble in a matter of days, because social bonds are what hold a civilization together. Weren't you the one that taught me that? And yet you would break the bond we share with our Saurian companions to take more power for ourselves? That's as stupid as hacking your own arm off to use it as a club.
They are wild beasts, driven purely by instinct. How could they possibly understand human social bonds?
Ugh, how did someone like her ever become a writer?
Maybe the instincts are not so different from ours. Because clearly she had them fooled too.
You overestimate them. They bow to the strong and shun the weak. That's all there is to it. They never gave Tepal a second glance when he was at his lowest, nor me when I returned injured from the Cinder City. It's all about survival of the fittest for them. Plain and simple. They obeyed me once I proved myself stronger than them, but the moment it serves them better, they'll abandon me in a heartbeat.
Cool story, bro.
You're wrong,
So, do we get to beat you up or no?
They only reject the wingless because they don't want to fly anyone to their death.
Chaska, I will promise you this. Only the unruliest wild cucosaurs will be used for phlogiston extraction. The ones who have nothing else to offer to humanity.
Well, that's too bad, because I know a few unruly wild cucosaurs who don't think that idea is gonna fly. Namely my mom, my sister, and me. And the others? To us, they're friends, family, even children. So if you want to put any of them in one of your
Yeah, it's like,
cages,
cool story, didn't ask.
you're
It's like,
gonna
yeah,
have to
we
go
get it.
through
You're
us.
crazy.
Is
Time
that
to die.
right? I knew you might be difficult to convince. Maybe this will change your mind.
This is the plot of Avatar with some extra steps. Yeah. Baby! We gotta shave the baby. Oh, the baby's so tiny. Oh my god. I don't think I've seen the baby forms of these things yet. Oh no.
Careful. Don't make any rash decisions.
Poor baby.
Unless you want to see her suffer.
Oh no, that's one of the extraction cages!
I told my subordinates to take control of the tribe while I was away. Luckily for them, our strongest warrior and our most powerful ally aren't there to stop it.
Take control? What are you planning to do with Mutota and his supporters?
Merely accelerate their inevitable downfall. They cannot stand in the way of progress forever. It is not the move I wish to make, but I'm afraid you and your friends force my hand. And since you insist on imposing me too, I have no choice but to keep you here until the dust has settled.
All right, let's fight already.
So that's what you meant by I just want to talk. You never intended to negotiate. You just wanted to stall us.
No, Chaska. I genuinely hoped I could win you over. You are the strongest warriors we have. Put down your weapons, and I promise you that no harm will come to this young Saurian. I just need you to stay here for the next couple of weeks or so, while my people consolidate their power. Then, I will give her
Yeah, it's
back
like,
to
let's
you,
fight already!
and you'll be free to leave.
You think the Paragon is gonna let you get away with the scoop?
as long as the majority supports our vision. Even the Pyro Archon cannot meddle in our internal affairs.
Your vision is deranged, and the Flower Feather Clan will never support it.
You sure about that? Then wait here and see. Time will tell.
What do we do? Even if the whole tribe fights back, Mutota's in grave danger!
Stop delaying the inevitable! Drop your weapons and get into the cages!
Yeah, that's the biggest thing that people want out of Genshin is a skip button. They're never gonna give it. I'm sorry, Chime. I might have to do something unmotherly. Do it, ma'am. I don't want to be a burden. What kind of warrior would that make me?
Koya?
Huh? What are you yapping about? Stand down. Drop your weapons, now! This instant!
Cool! Like, don't even have to fight her. Like, the bird did the attacking for us. Domo, Lord Vampire. Welcome. How you doing? Yes, very pog. Now, get the relic! Let's go. There we go. Like, now I can finally beat her up.
Give up, Alpa.
God, she is so broken. It's great.
Just shut up! No! Help! Anybody?
Stop screaming. You can't win. There we go. It's Jover.
No! What is she doing? She'll bring us all down with her!
But why? We stabilized the relic!
Well, too bad.
Maybe it got damaged in the fight. If we don't think of something fast, this whole workshop is gonna fall apart.
No. They're directly beneath us. My beloved tribe!
Like, leave the workshop to me. You deal with the relic. Don't solve the problem with the source. The whole place will crash down.
Okay. It's too powerful. This ain't a toy like last time. I don't think I can just throw it aside. But we need to get it far away before
Yeah,
it
colony
explodes.
drop. Let's
Then the tribe will
go.
be safe, and so will this workshop.
My beloved tribe that I've betrayed. Yeah, right?
Remember when we were kids? Come on, let's take this thing high up into the sky. Don't worry, I know I can get rid of it before it explodes. We're talking some surface wounds at most. All I need is for you to catch me at the end. Just like old time. I can't hold it back anymore. We have to go.
Don't be insane!
Alpa attacks Chaska from behind while the relic is going wild.
Alpa, what are you? You're a fool, Chaska! Why would you choose such a risky solution? We cannot entrust the safety of our tribe to this wild Saurian!
I'm the fool. You really think you can stand a better chance than me?
Look, if she wants to blow herself up, just let her blow herself up. She's like, fools.
It may be asking too much for an
Bacchus.
ex-linguist to escape the blast radius in time. But I can fly it a safe distance away, even if it's the last thing I do.
After all that, she's just gonna sacrifice herself. Alright, go ahead, blow yourself up. After all that.
Here, this should be high enough to save the clan.
Lol, JK.
Hero today.
Yeah, true. If she blew herself up, she would be dying a martyr. That she brings up a good point. They can't let the bad guy die as a martyr. That's just gonna support her followers. Yeet! Ooh, she glowing. No! Monologue longer, so you have less time to escape. Big deal, Genshin. Don't kill character that off. Yeah. They're okay! Everyone's Daijo boo! You sure it wasn't the other bird? I don't know, they'll tell us in a second. I keep getting them mixed up.
What do you mean
Like-
I'm fine? Didn't I tell you to catch me on your back?
Okay, it was that
Why
bird,
did you
yeah.
try to shield me from the blast? Accident?
No, the other
Yeah,
bird
right.
stayed behind.
Seriously, you're as stubborn as ever. How are things looking here?
All taken care of.
I think that's putting it mildly.
Yeah, it is an anime game, you never know.
I owe you one.
It do be like that
Again.
sometimes, but they're like, nah, this time we'll let them get away with it, you know. Having your back to a cool explosion. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but be honest.
Keep, keep.
Do you still think Kukasaurs can't form bonds?
Mom, I'll figure out the refinement problem. I'll find a way. You don't need to worry about it. I just need some more time. That's all I ask. Please just trust me. Just this once.
No. They mentioned there was an accident, so I'm pretty sure Tipog probably got exploded in that accident. So, you know. Kick her down the
flower
airship.
feather
Yeah, let's
kind
just throw her
yield to the
off.
strong. And it's up to the winners to define what strength means. So it looks like it's my turn to yield.
Yeah, you lost. Look at the happy birds. Yippee! The baby's so cute. His head looks like a flower.
Koya!
Oh no. Someone get that bird of Phoenix down.
So, you're absolutely sure it's not because of the explosion?
Yes, for the 10,000th time, I'm sure. The blast barely touched her. The reason she fainted was old injuries playing up, compounded by overexertion in recent days.
So she was being
The
dramatic.
moment she
Got
finally
it.
relaxed, all
Don't
the
scare us
built-up
like that,
stress
girl.
Finally caught up with her. And no wonder. Honestly, she's just like you. Anyway, now you know how we feel when you go off risking life and limb. Your mother and I would both appreciate it if you lived less dangerously. You know she wrote to me from the Masters of the Night Wind, just to scold me for not doing enough to keep an eye on you. If she wasn't so busy with work, you can bet she'd come back here and chew us both out in person.
I'll find an opportunity to apologize to her. I promise.
You'd better. No more avoiding us, okay? And don't get me started on all the checkups you've missed.
Go to the doctor.
Got it. Huh? Koya? You're awake. I'll go let everyone know.
Hey, but we're not done talking.
Yes, we are.
What are
Yeah,
we
she'd be like,
gonna
this
do
is
with her,
Genshin!
Even after everything that's happened, she still hasn't figured out how to start the conversation with you. She keeps saying, I don't think Koya has forgiven me yet. But if you ask me, she's the one who's scared to open up and have an honest conversation. For all her confidence, she's a very sensitive soul underneath. You'd think as a peacemaker, she of all people would know how to reconcile with her family after a falling out. She must have been a handful growing up. Thank you for being there for her.
Aww.
And of course, thank you for keeping her safe when you were up there in the sky.
Koya!
What were you talking about just now?
Ha! I was just telling her that she's not to go chasing danger with Chaska ever again.
Cusco, I understand how you must feel. But it's all thanks to Koya and Chaska's efforts that the airborne workshop didn't come crashing down on our heads.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot to ask. They didn't hurt you while we were gone, did they?
Thankfully, when her co-conspirators tried to arrest me, I was out coaching Koyer and Junan. The two of them were a huge help. They took care of things while I went around rallying the resistance. So, in the end, Alpa's would-be revolt didn't really get off the ground.
All's well that ends well. Yeah, let's eat.
All of the rulers want to see our dear Sori and friends replaced with phlogiston powered
Have a
gizmos.
nice chicken dinner.
I'm so sorry you got mixed up in this, by the way. We should have caught on to Alpa's scheme sooner. We could have saved so many Kukasaurs from getting hurt.
Like, no worries about it, bro.
Most of the airborne workshop has now been dismantled. We've just left one small, harmless part intact, and repurposed it as a jail for Alpa and her cronies.
Let's see how they like being locked up in a sky prison.
How the turns have tabled.
So, it looks like there's just one last conflict left to resolve. Peacemaker, you're up.
Yeah, everyone's fine. Everyone's
I said
good.
I had to
Happily
wait
ever
until things
after,
had
you
blown
know.
over, didn't I? And now they have. But I still have no idea what to say, Koya. I just want to say, I'm sorry for how things went down back then.
There's nothing to be sorry about. Humans are sorry, and we all grow up and form new bonds with new family and friends. And now I've come to understand why you chose to stay among the humans.
Does this mean you're not mad at me anymore?
That's right.
There's that family likeness coming through again.
Zip it.
That day when we ran into each other.
All right, I admit I was angry in the moment. I thought you were their accomplice.
Huh? So then, when did you finally make your peace with it?
Ah! Hey, slow down.
Oh, it's Chime and Chimpu. They're here too.
Mom, are you okay? Mom is fine, love. We're all doing well. Like the birds are all reunited. I guess it was when it was my turn to embrace a new family of my own. Yay! The end. Woo! We did it! Well, that was nice. I think that counts the thing. Let me check. Yeah, after 3 hours. Well, I did the interlude as well. So, you know, that's a thing too. But yeah, like I said, tomorrow I'm not streaming. I'm going on a trip. So no Thursday, Saturday stream. But there will be things on YouTube for you guys to watch. So, yeah, let me just put that there. So if you don't know my YouTube, you can check it out. Like I said, things and stuff will be on there. The spicy VOD, and the, compilation. So there's that. Anyway, thank you all so much for coming. Thanks again for all the raids and bits and follows, etc. Really appreciate it. You know how it is. Alright, let's see. Who do I raid? Oh, thank you for the follow! Arigato! Thank you! Welcome, Domo! Well, good night, Domo, because I'm wrapping up. Yeah, we'll just raid this person. Why not? They're playing the best Pokemon gen. How could I not? Alright, good night, everyone. Rest well, eat your vegetables, and have a nice big piece of chimkin. Yes, Double Purple Trader. Yeah, I saw they're playing Pokemon, so you could go watch that. Good night.